'cause I know what I'm getting into. Yes. Yeah. And nothing can stop me. No. 'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell you good night, 'cause I'll find a better one. Susceptible now before the moment flies. Yeah.
Last week on Andrea Reacts to Kevin.
It's your boy Chef. Welcome to another night of intellectual debauchery.
We go by the name of Truth and Balance. Bang bang.
Honestly, if you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate? Yeah, let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality.
No, you're not in reality.
I'm
You're
in
not a
reality.
10. You're not in reality.
My job requires a lot of time.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that time I should not have to worry about things that if all you have to do is just be there. You don't have to say nothing. You just need to be there, watch over it, make sure it gets done. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I should get an attitude.
Okay, Mr. Samuels, just one more thing before I can let you in heaven. It's about your comments on women. You called this woman a football player?
I said you weigh more than a running back, and that's a fact. She does.
Savage.
But why is that wrong?
Oh, come on, Kev, she a woman. She's human.
220 pounds.
That's very disrespectful, first of all, to even talk to a person like that, what you just said, Diesel. And it's like, because I'm making this money, you better just stay home and I'll do X, Y, and Z. So,
It
yeah,
happens.
I mean, okay.
That's what happens to Sips.
But I can tell you this, my kid's a straight A student. I can tell you this, last weekend, I got a show. My daughter hurt her arm. I rushed her to the emergency room, and I want the parent-teacher conference with 4 kids. Can you do that?
Yo, I got to tell you, with all of the stuff that people talk nowadays, they talk about this, they talk about I drive this, I do that. That's the way that you pop a collar up.
That's the point. You don't have a big dick. You don't have a big wallet. You're a fat dude. And you got a lot of nerve thinking you should get choosing centers at 5'10" and 300 pounds, making less than $1,000 a month, 20 years old. And women should approach you. What they get, they don't even get a big dick.
Daydream with me, let your mind explore all the things we were created for. Possibilities, an open door that keeps us reaching out for more. Don't know it, so I listen for my the pain will color me blue, then tickle me pink. Who knew that at the brink of the end, life could begin?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Evelyn. I'm here to introduce you to a new level of entertainment. The stars have aligned, connecting Brooklyn, New York, Sacramento, California, and Atlanta, Georgia. The team. Introducing Flatbush, Brooklyn's finest, the boss, Chef Choupino. Hailing from Sacramento, California, is Andrea Lynch. From the dirty South Atlanta, Georgia, is your boy, Victor Freeze Music, or just Vic.
Her phone jump, it's the weekend. Dream come true with the freak friends. Hitting on doors, that's a defense. Rolling with her, that's an offense. It me change, you let me peach. With a bull shaking to my maybe drop pins. So they don't buy, and I say, so they don't buy, you the kid play, baby, tell me what you want. Julian, I know you need fun. Ever since remember we been knocking at the door. Y'all been moving paper, we be running up the school. Y'all before that pillar, we was sleeping on the floor. West side Africa, you know the shit ain't hard. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Profit, baby. Come roll with me. All night long. As times relax, my mind's relax. I got now from who got next. Here's my number, just send a text. You got a man and she responds, nah. Okay, sure enough, I'ma let you go, don't wanna hold you up. I'ma call your phone when I put it up. Whoever let you go must be dumb as fuck. Wait for. Girl, you so fine, I pay for. Fly you first class to LA for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Because I don't care what you say. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. My nigga, I killed it. Night long. This the part where you get your girl, nigga. Make sure she focused, nigga. Make sure you focus, nigga. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, hey. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. That's a hit for your ass, nigga. Hit for your ass, nigga. Prophet the One. Follow me on all Instagram sites, PROPHETTHEONE. That's Prophet the One in case you couldn't spell. But if you could, you already got it. Like Prophet like God, and then duh like duh, nigga. And then one like nigga, I'm the motherfucking one, nigga. You can't miss it. Follow me now. What the camera was? Let me talk.
Yo, man. It's the first fire on the break. The first fire. That's it. Yeah, man.
He got light right here, bro. Set the light, bro. The light shine right
Yeah, set that light, bro.
Hell yeah, it's trying to like talk about no. I just seen that shit on my camera.
Nah, you guys, that's like too bright. You should like.
Oh, yeah.
It is too bright.
Yeah, man, you know, I'm just trying to be part of great deeds. Do what we do, make it happen. You know, they play one of my shit, man. Real niggas gonna play this for the girl every night. Hey, man, we just trying to, you know, do what we do. That's everyday thing right now. We're recording.
Woo! Wow. We made it. We made it. We made it. Peace, love, light, blessings, strength, happiness, laughs, and every positive thing that keeps that blood pumping for you. It's your boy, Chef Choupino, in the spot tonight. Wanted to make sure we do this right for you. So we do apologize for the delay, but there was some extremely highly exacerbated technical difficulties. The word for tonight is exacerbated. All right. So before we even continue, you know the routine. Let me get a 1 in this chat if my vocals are up to par with what you guys deserve. Please, please, please let me know. See what we got. Do we have some ones in the chat? There we go. There we go. Got a 1. Got a 1. We ready to rock. And we got the beautiful Miss Tita Talks with her awesome freaking head of hair. If you saw her stream this morning, peace. All right. So you guys know what we're here for. Thank you for coming out. You got ones. You got ones. Awesome. Bunch of ones from Gabrielle. Peace, my brother. So without further ado, people got prepared. I'm just stating now, before I go and hit add to stream, fellas, calm your ass down. Fellas, calm your ass down. It's not about you tonight. Okay? She belongs to Kevin tonight. So throw some ice on your crotch. Get you a fan, put the AC up, turn your thermostat down to 62, because we got, whoa. And then you see the camouflage? She's a survivor.
I thought I would wear the camouflage.
Right, wait. You see, you know the song? She's a survivor. But for the men, I'm going to tell y'all this. You can't survive her. You won't survive her because she going to kill you.
Oh, God.
You see, I hit them falsettos without even having to grab my nuts. Hey, I'm doing the thing. What up? What up, Miss Lady?
I'm sorry I had some technical difficulty. I promise everybody I am not trying to do this on purpose. It's these kids with these tablets and stuff. Jesus.
In the words of The Color Purple, you gotta beat them.
I'm trying to get homework done. I'm on the West Coast. I'm trying to get homework done. I'm trying to be that bomb, okay?
Before we even start the love, I'm gonna throw this out. TCHBCU Queen TV, I'm gonna need you to get a freaking TikTok and or a freaking IG so that I'll be able to tag you in videos that you are in. You were the star of the commercial for tonight's show and the intro for tonight's show. But I couldn't find you on anywhere. So I'm gonna need you to fix that, especially if you're as powerful as you are. Please, all right? Please. We need you up in there. We need you on social media so you can advise the rest of the alumni and alumni board what to watch. All right? We need you in here. So get with it, all right? I taught your girl how to copy and paste, so you know what I mean? It ain't gonna be too hard for you now.
Oh, okay. You gotta tell everybody our business. Yeah, Andrea didn't know how to copy
it. But it don't matter though. when the camera turn on, you know how to turn on. When I'm in my head and trying to figure stuff out, the camera go on, light turn red, you jump in. So you got your magic. You don't need all of that other stuff. Once you hit your Tasha K status, you'll be able to pay people for that shit. You know what I mean? So you good for tonight. Yeah, but I'm glad we in there. Hey, sugar. All right. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. All right. Uh-oh. Okay. Peace and blessings. Gabrielle, our brother from Canada. That's right. We international in this piece. Danique Anthony, one of the initial owners of the Zaire Guillaume shoes. Look at that suede. You see you rub it? It's like when you do the carpet. You know, you do carpet and all of that. Yeah. All right. The Zaire Guillaume. Suede. Let me see. Get you. You see suede. You see leather. Violet, purple. Wait, sorry. Backwards. Darker purple mauve. You know, this is what we do. Details, baby. Details. Got the crest on the inside. It says made in Italy. These are made and shipped directly from Italy. High quality. I keep showing this one. I haven't shown the other one. But you know, it's important that I get this stuff out. I've been showing the other shoe, but I gotta show this one. Uh-oh. You see that? Look, she looked down. She was looking down, and then she was like, so what that means is some dude probably said something like, oh, and she said, she like, stop playing. You so crazy. That's why Andrea don't play poker, yo. Her poker face sucks. All right.
Oh Lord.
See these? These are the Maison Choupino. All right. See these babies? No.
We already know you're a shoemaker. Okay, we got it.
Leather. Wait. You the one that be saying, Chef, show the commercial. So now I'm doing it, you can. Right.
You know, tonight I'm looking good at my friend was like,
whoa. We supposed to tell you that. You, Andrea is the inventor of the self-popping collar, y'all. All right, it pops itself. She don't even got to do this. She just pop.
I was showing a friend of mine the thumbnail with Kevin Samuels. She was like, Dre, is Kevin Samuels passed away? I was like, yeah, but we doing a review of him, okay? And she was like, oh, you look cute in that thumbnail. Who made a thumbnail for you?
Well, she thought what you thought we was finna do a seance tonight. Bring him back. She got dressed for a ghost, y'all. But look, obviously, when y'all think about the way that I think, you see the shoe, you see it, right? And I've worn these a few times, right? But look at that. Dust resistant shoe, doesn't look beat up. And then of course, you get it now, the purple and the red. Yeah. But that's enough product placement for tonight. You know what I mean? That's enough product placement for tonight. All right. Psych. All right. And that was the Zaire Guillaume shoe. And that particular commercial, the 30-second clip, because of course, when you do an advertising, you do 20-second, 30-second spots, 60-second spots. That particular spot was done by none other than my guy, the original editor of this network, Danique Anthony. Of course, Danique started out doing this thing, with the editing and the visuals. He's a photographer. He is literally a botanist, and I don't mean he grows weed. Bonsai plants, different things you need to check out. Danique, you one of my moderators. Please put in your IG in there. He loves plants. This is a grown heterosexual man, right? That adores trees, bonsai trees. You look at his crib, he look like Mr. Miyagi lives over there. All right. So Danique, make sure you put your joint in there, man. All right. Let them see your IG. Let them understand the creativity that helped spawn this thing that we got going here. All right. Cool. He's the first dude before we were monetized, the work that he did, I wanted to break bread with the guy. All right. And he said, no, thank you. I want to support the cause. So that's who Danique Anthony is. And he's a man, by the way. All right. Danique Anthony is a man. All right. It's like the name Dominique, but it's just there's no men in there. So it's just Danique. Cool. A1 Day went on deck. Mika Marcel, what up? What up? What up? Oh, snap. God damn. Yo, you one of them dead giveaway girls, man. I mean, Jesus. Can you look, did y'all see him? How you doing tonight? It's all about you, Chief. But look, watch this. Andrea.
Yes.
I approve.
Oh, you do?
I approve. All right. Yes. Okay. Diesel TV. Listen, I'm a gun guy. I shoot guns. I live in Atlanta. I shoot guns. I modify guns, long arms, firearms, shotgun. And he's not just a guy that is a strong black man that protects, that can actually say that he does something for our community.
Yes.
You can't just say that he's some cop, some police officer. You can't just say he's some detective. You can't say he's some captain. He is the police chief within his city. And he's participated on our show before. And he's here tonight. Please go subscribe to this brother. On the gun channel stuff, he's almost around 9,000 subs. He's a beast with it. But all around, his cop talk, his black man talk, his gun talk, his fully auto play, all of that. Andrea, I approve. As long as you let me come and visit y'all once a month, so I could go to the range with your man. All right. Let me stop making folks uncomfortable over here. But peace, my guy, man, Diesel TV, and thank you for contributing. He's also one of the people that was in the commercial, aka intro. Red Lipstick Vibes, the one that introduced me to one of my 3 favorite black police officers. Well, yes. 4. The other one you don't know. Okay. She helped us meet another brother called King James. But because I know that's a dude, I call him Lieutenant Bay. And he's also lieutenant within his police force, which is a high-ranking position within Louisiana. And he's also added to the channel. So thank you. And of course, by proxy, we got to meet Diesel. So thank you again, Red Lipstick, for always being that piece that connects us to other places. I appreciate you. Thank you. Of course, the King of Canada right now, Trudeau ain't got nothing on Gabrielle 7. This woman here, listen. she's probably the first woman that I could say can have 4 guys and not be for the streets. Sweet person, great soul, caring person. I mean, shit, you got to care for like 2, 3, 4 niggas, right? But yo, she's awesome. And if things happen right, you'll be seeing her on TV very soon. Pay close attention, but I'll leave it at that. Peace, Miss Polly. Proud of you, girl. Freaking proud of you. Other A1 Day 1, Dawn Frank. If it wasn't for her and her strong arms and pulling me away years ago, I would probably have been locked up if it wasn't for her. That's my homegirl. That's my wifey's homegirl. Man, she's the coolest white lady you ever meet, man. You know what I'm saying? After Amber Rose, but who's splitting hairs? Yo, let's keep it going. And I apologize if my love fest is long. My love is long. Oh, pause. I have a lot of love to give. Andrea, what up, what up, what up? Tita Talks. Awesome, awesome content creator. She's the freaking awesomest. When you think about home, you just tune into her channel in the morning, and she gonna make your ass feel like home. You tune into her channel, she gonna make you, just by watching her, she gonna make you make your bed. She gonna make you go want to clean the bathroom and all of that. All right? That's what she does for me. Who else do we have? Who else do we have? I know we started late, so hey, the black one has arrived. E Blizzy, what up, what up, what up, family? All right, okay, of course. Damn it, man.
Why you put me on the camera? Well, I'm front and center. I'm trying to figure that out, Chef. What happened, Chef?
All that love kicked me out of the studio.
Oh,
love, come down.
You, it's a mess.
Ooh, you make my love come down.
Oh, you on fire tonight, huh? I think you guys cussed me out for being late.
Nah, you on fire tonight. That's why I told you tomorrow morning you got to go to the clinic.
Gotta go though. I gotta tomorrow morning. Shit, take kids to the hospital. Shit, in the morning.
Man, you doing everything. You heard you. I loved when you popped your collar. Like, what? I did a show. My daughter broke her arm. We went to the hospital, and I had to go to the school for parent teachers with 4 kids in different grades.
I did see that.
Yo, you popped that parental collar, like, but it was dope. It was dope because it showed what was important to you. You feel me?
Yeah, me and my kids.
I was wondering where those beautiful eyes, the headdress, where's she at? Thank you. Yes, that was what I wanted you to do too. You have to you're gonna want to put the camera or situate the camera. I mean not camera, I apologize. The light where it's facing the front of you. Because one side of you looks like you 29, the other looks like you 69.
I'm gonna get you.
66.
I am not 69. I'm just 47. Okay, just 47. Still young and fine. Okay, still young and fine.
Wait, so you told them? Them dudes no 69? Okay. So now they're about to leave and go to La Pif now. Because you said.
Hey, logic, okay?
All right. Hey, the most wonderful, beautiful HBCU alumni that I know, TC HBCU Queen TV. She can be a little argumentative. You know what I'm saying? You see go see the last episode, the volume 1 where, a guy that handles machine guns, she was trying to get him the business, trying to hold the chief accountable, So peace to TC HBCU Queen TV. I think I've gotten everybody. It's important I get everybody in here. We got Diesel, Mr. O, the King of Houston, my guy. I truly miss you too as well, bro. You always know you're welcome here. eat, work, travel. What is going on? What is going on? Thank you for coming through. I seen Diesel TV on your panel. Definitely something to look at. Andrea,
Yes.
don't time her out.
I'm not timing nobody.
I know how y'all sisters get, man. Competitive as hell. I'm just making sure. You know what I mean? Okay, now we get started. There's 3. Mika, Dawn, Quantum, who's my A1 day ones, and they in the spot. Yes. Leo power in effect. Come with it. Come with it. She's a very special girl, man. Very special girl. She's one of those people that'll impact you just by you talking with her for 20 minutes or being around her. She's just pure energy manifested in the flesh, and she knows it. My guy, Yellow Pill. What up? He said, did someone say 69? Well, Andrea ain't. So
I didn't
you can just go to Lapeef now. You know what I mean? All right. So we got everybody in the spot. Cool.
You missed one person. Green Vegan just showed up.
Hey, Kelly! The Green Vegan. What can I say? Check her out. Good people. I mean, nothing but good people through E Black. You know what I'm saying? That's how I met Andrea. That's how I met Miss Polly. That's how I met Green Vegan. That's how I met Knowledge and Relationships. My guy E Black is an asshole, but a loyal and tactical asshole.
Love it, okay?
You already know I love you, my dude. Yeah, I mean, I had to play with him. So let's talk, man. We got all the love situated now. So, what you think about your last parry with the whole Kevin Samuels situation? Because we call this volume 2, but we did give her a little taste on another show, which was the first one where we let her see Average at Best video, and Andrea gave her opinion and her stance on it, you know. And considering what she thought about him for so long, she actually, you know, gave him some flowers and kudos, because she did disagree with him. But you know how? What did Kevin do with the Average at Best video that you wouldn't have done? What would you have done differently? Let's let these folks know.
He had too much patience. Click for me.
How long would it have been?
5 or 10 minutes for me. That was like, look, I told her this was my topic of my show. I'm changing my show for her, and then she over here give me added click. Period. So the man had patience. I gave him that.
Okay.
Which he didn't have to. It was his show.
So I'm glad you were able to recognize that, because the running joke that I have with Andrea is that she has this chip embedded in her neck, and it's called the feminine defense chip. So a lot of times when it's a man versus woman situation, her chip triggers, it activates, it enables. It's like chip.
Oh, like our conversation
feminine defense chip enabled, and then she just will be defending the ladies. But go ahead.
Oh, like our conversation last night about Tom Brady. Is that what you want to? That's what you're thinking, that, you know, because I understand a little bit. Just saying. Because I was just talking to my girlfriend, and I had the conversation, because me and her both like football too, and we had a conversation, and she agreed what I said was right. I could understand, and I could.
Which one was it?
The Tom Brady situation.
No, which friend?
What'd you say?
Which friend?
She's nameless. Okay.
It's probably one of the two that I don't like. So that don't count. How about that?
No, I mean I can put her name out there. She has no problem coming up and speaking her mind. Okay.
Well, you really want to do this because it does fall into place with some of the things that Mr. Samuels has spoke on.
Yes.
Talk about it then. So,
talk about it.
So then you bring it up. And you really want to do this, you bring it up.
Okay, so word on the
don't
street.
Tell me about the show being 3 hours tonight.
Okay, I heard.
No. Go ahead. No backseats. Come with it.
Okay, so word on the street is that Tom Brady and his wife has broken up. And why they have broken up? Because he made a promise to her that he will retire from the NFL. And the argument that me and Chef had last night is that that's his job. That's what he do. That's what his passion is.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
That big mouth, long-winded guy named Chef, he'll be able to articulate himself. So, you say your part, though.
Okay, my part was, if you make a promise in the pillow talk with your wife, you should know you should never make that promise to her when you know you can't keep it. It ain't the promise.
Okay.
It ain't the promise that she's mad about. It's the disappointment that you promised during pillow talk that you was gonna retire. Okay, that's what she's about, and that's why she said and took the kids.
Okay, so hold on, because we kind of skipped, right?
Mm-hmm.
So initially, she said because he made a promise to her to retire, and she was going to leave him because of the fact that he did not honor that promise. And what I said is, he is the greatest football player that has ever touched the ball, the greatest quarterback, undeniable, unarguable, unambiguous. He is the greatest quarterback to ever touch that football. And I've been around for a lot of quarterbacks. I was a Joe Montana guy, you know what I mean? Like Jerry Rice. I was a quarterback guy, and I didn't like Tom Brady in the beginning. I was a Drew Bledsoe guy, but I grew to love him, and you seen what he's done, and he done it like no one else. And what I said was, like Michael Jordan, after he retired and came back, he would get the 1-year contracts, $30-something million. When you're at the retirement age, but you're still great, you get those 30, 40, $50 million single year deals. They're not going to give you 2-3 year deals. So the amount that I was using was 40, 50 million because this is Tom Brady. He's still better, arguably better than the draft picks that come out. He's arguably better than a good majority of all of the quarterbacks in the NFL. And he's been in this thing since 4 or 5 years old. The thing that he loves, he wasn't a singer. He wasn't a mathematician. He wasn't a carpenter. He was a guy that threw a leather pigskin ball well with precision. That was his ministry. It's hard for somebody to retire, especially when they know they're better than the people that are out there. It's hard. It's hard. That's his dream. What is he going to do? Go work at the Publix or the Kroger or the ShopRite or the supermarket? What are you going to do? Work at IBM as an executive now?
Ain't nobody saying that.
Wait. No. Doing commercials like Shaq. I want to land this plane because I'm going to each of your points. The point that you said about the promise and the point that you said about what he offered to her. Mm-hmm. My thing is this. 1 year, 1 extra year of football. Obviously, he can win where he goes. He's shown that he can win where he goes. 1 year. How long is the football season? 18 weeks.
We all know that.
18 weeks. So let's say the low end of 40 to 50. 40 million, for 4 months. 40 million for 4 months. And they tell you if you do something you love, it's not work. And he loves this, right? So what are you talking about? So then Andrea said, "Oh, chef, tell them about the disease, please. I want to make sure I don't miss."
You know when you throw all your
you wanted to bring up
you got all your boys in the chat who love football, so they're gonna be on your team tonight. That's what the problem is. You got
who said this was an open debate? The thing is, you chose. Look, listen, y'all. I swear to God, this is not even scripted right now. She brought this up, so you chose to bring this up. So please tell these folks about the disease you mentioned while I get my Red Bull, because I'm finna amp on your ass tonight.
It's the football disease. They have the brain injury disease. You know the football disease. Everybody know that football disease.
Chronic traumatic encephalopathy, CTE.
Yes, it's a real thing. It's a real thing. It's not fake. It's real. Okay?
It's real, right? So she tried to use CTE on me, right? Thinking that, oh, but how about CTE, chef? So here's what I said, and Andrea is a sports fanatic.
Yes, I do know sports too.
So watch this. So here's what I said. Oh, you on that bullshit? Really? Okay. I want you to name me one NFL quarterback that's been diagnosed with CTE. Name one.
It ain't one. You know it for a fact. It ain't one.
Right. Who's the most protected player on the field?
Of course, it's the quarterback. They're gonna protect the quarterback. Come on now.
Right.
You know
so what you did was conflated and moved the goalpost.
At the end of the day, she's the wife. Okay. At the end of the day, see, you ain't let me argue my argument. It's all about you tonight. Okay. I guess it's about you tonight. Okay. Because it's a woman's side over here. And yes, I understand Tom Brady's passion, his legacy. I understand all that. And men be killing me. It kills me when men say legacy, children, blah, blah, blah. But let me tell you something. See, what Chef ain't telling you is that same fire that Tom Brady got, he got too. So when it's time for him to hang it up, he ain't gonna be hanging it up either. He gonna make a promise that he can't keep either. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, number two argument with when it comes to Tom Brady is his wife had been married to him 13 years. They got 2 kids. He made a promise doing Pillow Talk, okay, that he was gonna give up the NFL. Like, basically, I think what she want him to do is just go on in there and put that Sunday best on and be at the broadcasting booth. It ain't gonna hurt him. She the wife. And he made a promise to her. It's like, I've been with you, get this money, these rings, and now it's our turn to be a family. Is that fair to her?
What you said, and then once again, it brings it back to what I said before. Remember, I talked about your feminine defense chip. And here was how I debunked the shit she was saying yesterday. Right? Here's how. I said, Andrea, I work all year round and I get corporate vacations, right? I get about a month off, that I spread out throughout the year, right? I'm not complaining. They pay me well. You know what I'm saying? More is always good, but I'm not getting robbed, right? But I get 1 month out of 11, 20, 1 month plus a little more out of 11, plus the 6, classic holidays, so it's 30 some days. Okay. This guy has 2, and I only have a comma in my salary. This guy got 2 commas. 2 commas. His net worth is 3 commas. Well, no, it's still 2 commas, but 9 figures. You get it. All right. For 4 months of work. 4 months. Come on, son. Come on. You know what we're talking about, yo. All right, we'll even say 5.5 if he goes to the Super Bowl. Because the 18, come on, man. Here's the craziest thing. You watch that TV screen, you watch the little box on the computer, tell you different shit. But now watch this. Mm-hmm. I'm going to call you Andrea Bunchen. Not Giselle Bunchen, Andrea Bunchen. And your husband has an opportunity to work 5 months, get $40 million, and the rest of the year he's chilling with you. And all you got to do is sit on your ass. Kids are older. They not on the titties still. You ain't wiped the ass in a long time. And when they were still ass wiping time, you had nannies. So what is it? She just got too much time on her hands, maybe. Maybe she needs a hobby. Because guess what?
Maybe she said her husband need a hobby too. Find something else to do. Okay. Like you promised. See, it's one thing.
Like
thing.
You promised.
Like you promised. Okay.
You walking yourself right into this. It's like a chess game. Go ahead. I use the Andrea Lynch Open for this chess match. Go ahead.
Like you promised. Like the thing is, I understand what Tom Brady wants. Okay. But the thing is, he made a promise to her doing pillow talk. And go ahead and put Diesel little comment up there because I want you to read it. What his comment, because I want to answer that question, what he said. I'm saying is
I'm turning the chat off. How about that?
I'm saying he made a promise. I'm saying he made a promise to his wife. Not no girlfriend, not no baby mama, wife. See, what y'all be saying is wife is so important. Now the wife is supposed to be important. And then the man said, and then she tell her husband gonna say, I promised that I was gonna give up football. And now he don't broke his promise.
Let me tell you something now. For the record, when I start this statement that I'm gonna make, please understand I got nothing but love for Andrea and respect, right?
Yes.
But I gotta call bullshit like I see it. All right. I'm not playing. I literally got to call bullshit as I see it. And I'm not the only one that calls it bullshit.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
All right, thanks, Tommy. So let me tell you something. This is one of the things that's crazy. And that I said to Andrea last night, I was like, yo, this man has done nothing but dreamed this sport since he was a child. All right. Picture any one of y'all asking a crackhead to promise you, an active crackhead to promise you he ain't finna smoke no crack tomorrow. You know what I mean? If anybody else has done it, I'm not judging. But when I say that, that is his addiction. That has been his love since the time he was a child. He's been married to this woman 13 years. And that's important. He's 43 years old. Right? This is all he's known, and his love and his addiction. And he did it well. And there was opportunities. You look up his story where he could have gave it up. And he stuck with his dream. And even now, he's still at the top of his game. There's going to be something important.
Mm-hmm.
Why? That's the question. And it's a question that I'm going to tie to a statement. Why? Oh, it's a question that is going to tie to a statement, though. Let me learn it. Why, oh, why do certain women feel as though the man has to prove his love to her by giving up, destroying, denying, or ignoring something else he loves? Why, oh, why does the strength of a relationship that a man has with a woman or her levels of security is determined by something he has to give up? Give up motorcycle.
That's not fair. You're not playing fair tonight, Sam. You ain't playing fair tonight. You ain't playing fair tonight. That's not fair. That's not fair.
Hold on. I'm gonna text Derek C. Williams because he's gonna tell you you're not in your feminine.
That's not fair. That's not fair. I'm gonna call my backup girl.
It's the truth.
You wanna play again tonight? It's on.
It's the truth, though.
Come on with it.
Okay. Listen.
That's not fair. She's not asking Tom Brady to give up nothing.
Not what I'm
he
saying.
got 6 rings. What do he got to prove? He got 6 rings. He's on top of the game. Let's
You sound basic right now. You sound basic right now. You sound basic right now. You sound basic. That means you would have been the one telling Jordan.
You would basic.
I say you sounded basic. No, I want what you know. You don't look basic. I want what you're saying to sound what you look like. To keep it consistent.
I know I ain't basic, so I don't know what you call it basic.
There would have been some women.
That's not fair because she's not asking him to give up his ring. He got 6 rings. What do he got to prove? He ain't got nothing to prove. He's the GOAT of it all. He ain't got nothing to prove. He's on
That's
top
in your mind because you can't conceive his level of greatness. He can. Listen, you would have been the one. Listen, you're talking that shit. You would have been the one telling Jordan, "Look, baby, you got 3 rings already." You would have been telling Jordan, "Look, you got 3 rings already. You got this or that already." You get what I'm saying? Watch this. You saying he's the GOAT?
Yes, he is.
Hold on. Everybody felt that Jordan was going to beat the GOAT forever. And then Kobe started turning it up on some Mamba stuff. And then you got LeBron that's in the mix because he came in so young. He's been in the league longer than Jordan. He has the opportunity to do what Jordan did, maybe not in the same time frame. What I'm saying is those people that we consider awesome or great, us normal people would have been satisfied with the 1 or 2. Great people, they supersede the natural norm. And that's the thing that makes them great. There's some people, when they stop doing what they love, they die.
Do you know who you're talking to? I get all that. I understand that. And understanding that's why I know this. Okay, he got 6 rings. I didn't say he got 1, 2, 6. 6 rings. Okay,
that's enough for you. But you don't got the winning instinct of Tom Brady because that's not enough for him. Especially, imagine this. Because I'm going to tell you this where you don't have experience. You never been a 43-year-old man.
No,
imagine being a 43-year-old man that is better than 40-year-olds, 35, 30, 25, 20, 19, 16.
But what about the wife?
And that's where I said, that's where all your consideration goes, is at the wife. My question, so why would
I understand
why would she, if she understands where his love is, you know what I'm saying? Watch this. Watch this. I love to play Xbox. Yes. My old lady didn't have an issue with that. I hang out with my friends. She didn't have an issue with that. I do fellas trips. I go to Vegas a few times a year. You understand what I'm saying? She understands the things that I do. I'm one of those guys that get into hobbies. Okay. And I go all in. I go all in. And she'll support it because those are the things that you have that help keep you alive and help keep you feeling good. This is what he does. And maybe the crazy.
Go ahead.
So you realize that if you were talking about him becoming a commentator, right?
Yes, I did say he could be a commentator.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you where it's that what is it? It's that what's that thing? It's that
fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Yeah, that bullshit. So what it is this. Where would Tom Brady be on Sundays?
And the NFL booth.
On the same days that he would have been playing a game.
Yes.
Right. Now watch this. The big time, high paid NFL commentators, do they only keep them on during the NFL season?
Some of them don't work. They only work during the NFL season. Some of them work.
So I'm asking, is it yes or no? Some of the NFL commentators, the big ones, you know what I'm saying? Do they only work during the NFL season or do they work more?
They work more.
Okay.
I know where you're going with this. Don't play.
Okay, so then you already walked yourself into it. So no backsies, right? So what the point is, he's going to be working more hours. He's going to be traveling, He's going to be traveling. He's going to be going to games that's anywhere within the U.S. They probably would get him to do the NFL Europe stuff, right? So what I'm stating to you, and there's more homework, there's more technical minutia, there's more legal stuff that he's going to be doing for less money.
Okay, but at the end of the day, I understand Tom Brady's passion, but then you snubby to a pillow talking to your wife, promising shit you know you can't keep.
So that's what it is. So basically,
she's upset. She needs some time. At the end of the day, she needs some time. She needs some time.
Okay, but no. Let me tell you this now. So here's where I got to, and I'm about to say something that's messed up, but I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
F that broad. Hear me, and I'm gonna say it again. F that broad. This is a good dude that did nothing but live his dream, and that's all he knows. Living his dream, and that's all he knows. And he created a freaking legacy of 9 figures for him and his family. And because of a goddamn promise, she's gonna destroy your fucking family. F that hoe. F that broad. And the fact that you would sit there and defend it, that's what I'm saying. That your level, hold on, no. Let me say my stuff, yo. Your level of consideration extends to women. And in the today, right? I'm gonna say that thing that made you say, I swear I'm gonna slap the shit out of you, Chef, when I see you. I was like, yo, you know what's the bullshit about it? If your son was him, you would have been enraged and you would have been calling her all kind of names. But you understood how much your son had his passion and loved what he was doing. But the fact, because he was so addicted to this job that has put us in a place where nobody else can be, and because you're going to leave me because I fucking worked too hard. Come on, man. Like I said, F that broad. If that was your son's wife, you would have been saying F that broad.
Yes,
but the thing is, right. And that's what I'm saying. Because the men that you have consideration for, if they ain't flow forth from your birth canal, then it don't matter.
That's not true. That's not fair. That's
not
fair.
It's the truth.
That's
because
not fair. That's not fair. I would say that's not fair. That is not fair. That's not fair. Okay.
It's not. It don't have to be fair. It's true.
It's not fair. That's not fair. I mean, you can't paint me like that. That's not fair. Okay. Now, me and my son did have this conversation, truth be told, okay? And he felt the same way as you, okay? And we had an argument, and I was like, okay. But at the same time is because two things will be right at the same time. I understand what Tom Brady is going through. I understand. I can see it, everything. But I can see the white point of view too. And that don't make me wrong because I can see both sides of the coin. It doesn't make me wrong.
All right.
Okay?
So.
And that's not fair either.
So we got Diesel. He said, not even talking about the. You respect him. You respect him. All right. Not even talking about the depression that comes with quitting too early.
Ain't nobody said Tom Brady quitting too early. See, y'all love to say
you don't get it. That's not. Then you're missing what he's saying. Not even talking about the depression that comes with quitting too early. It's more early than his heart is pulling him to. Remember, he did retire and he came out of retirement. It was a calling. E Black, when you said the thing about the crack, I lost you at the crack thing. I said it's an addiction. It's an addiction. If you ever had something that you've done from childhood and you've seen yourself doing something and you're doing it better than anybody else, it's an addiction. But now, hold on. Okay, we got a few fellas that agree with you. We got Yella. He said gotta ride with Andrea on this one, especially since okay. Look. And then Big Rig said, yeah, you can't keep selling the dream. Okay. Right? Mm-hmm. So don't worry. I already spoke to their doctors. They have low testosterone counts. Big Rig and Yella. But they've been taking their medicine, so they're gonna be okay. That's why I'm letting them slide because they got to fix all of that.
Diesel said drop the link. Diesel said drop the link. Oh, he got something to say to me tonight.
Who?
It's hard with y'all brothers. I ain't afraid. I ain't never scared. I can fight with the best of them, okay? Shout out to the big sector, okay? I'm just saying this.
Quantum Love said, did he actually go through with making the announcement? So, Quantum,
yes, he did. Yes, he did. Quantum, he retired.
Yeah, I'm telling you, girl. He retired and he came out of retirement the same way Jordan did it. He retired and came out of retirement, right?
He promised his wife, okay?
40 mil for 5 months. I'm sorry, baby.
y'all boys be killing me, okay? Chef, a bad example.
It's not money over your word. What it is you.
Are you sure, Chef?
Okay, watch this. Watch this. You don't think Coretta wanted Martin home?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And she probably begged.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
But why did she let it go?
Because she knew that he had bigger plans, and he knew that he was going to be a civil rights leader. She knew all of that.
So she knew.
But
so basically,
she sacrificed.
Okay.
Her husband.
Hold on. Right. Hold on 1 second. Yes. Yeah. You proving my point. Keep going. I'll let you keep going.
Yes, her husband. She sacrificed for her husband.
No.
Look at that.
She sacrificed for our people. There's a difference.
But her husband. Go ahead. My bad. I don't want to talk over you. No.
She sacrificed because she understood the bigger picture. He wasn't doing this shit because he was getting a kick out of it. They didn't get rich off of this. She wanted him home, right? But she knew there was a greater good. He inspired dreams. He inspired different change. He inspired a different look. Now, I'm not calling Tom Brady anything like Martin. What I'm saying is, though, we know the FBI tapes came out, Freedom of Information Act. You know, we understand that Martin was doing this thing. He was sliding in here and there. Did it stop his leadership? Did it make him a bad leader?
Nobody's saying that.
No, I didn't say you're saying that. There's a point I'm making, though.
Okay.
He cheated on her. Coretta knew. She didn't leave him. She didn't leave him. Giselle asked the man to make a promise. I understand that he shouldn't have made a promise. Maybe he really wanted to keep that promise. But she made somebody who's the greatest he's the greatest ever at what he's done, who is still greater than most at what he does. That would be hard for him. The depression of leaving a job early. There's people that go and retire from regular 9-to-5 jobs. And then within 3 to 4 weeks, they looking for another one because they took a severance or retirement from this one. So they can't go back to this one within 6 months to a year. So they take on a new job and start a new career. My mom did it. My mom did it. You get what I'm saying? So the thing is, there's still energy within this brother. And she asked him to make that promise. So my thing was, why would you ask him to make that promise? That's a heavy promise.
And you know, find funny somebody who is intelligent man, highly intelligent, educated and everything, and travel all around the world. And when y'all say legacy, children, wife, and she ain't just no regular chick, she's a wife. Okay. That should be a little important to you. But yeah, wife, children, legacy, all. When you with your wife and you having pillow talk and you make a promise, it's a promise that he made to her. And I don't think she's mad about I ain't done yet. Okay? And I remember my parents being married 54 years. God rest my mama's soul. She ain't having right now. But and she ain't mad about she's hurt about the promise that he made. She's busted because he broke the promise. And I'm saying this.
And so you end the marriage behind it.
What'd you say? She having a temper tantrum right now.
So
Okay, that's what she doing.
That temper tantrum shit.
Yeah,
if it's
yeah,
a temper, then that means then she's that's not temper tantrum. Temper tantrum. She's bouncing because of it.
What I was saying, you cut me off.
Oh, okay, my bad. So go ahead, do your thing.
Okay, what I said was he made a promise during pillow talk. I'm gonna leave the game. It's time for me to hang it up. And so my thing is, she's mad over the promise that he made her. And I'm saying that's what she's mad about. And yes, but it's funny when y'all say legacy, kids, wife. Wife is so important. Y'all say wife is so important. But when you talk to your wife and you make a promise and then you don't keep it, and then she mad, what you expect she's gonna do?
Well, guess what? Human beings. Remember, I told you that one of the things that I don't do is I don't do what?
Promise. That's what you said.
I don't make promises because I understand I could promise I'm going to be somewhere at 6:00 on a Tuesday. I could fall in a hole. Somebody knock me over the head. Police pull me over and beat the shit out of me. Anything can happen. I don't like to overpromise and underdeliver. I don't make promises because I recognize, one, the community, the ecosystem, and my own personal humanity. Because we are fickle flesh. So what I'm stating is that I don't make promises. I don't ask people to make a promise to me. I don't do that. To me, it's almost as setting someone up, setting yourself up for disappointment.
Yes.
But
I agree with that.
But setting that person up for potential accountability. See, you ain't keep your promise. There was always an opportunity as a human being for you to break your promise. But when we force a promise onto someone, and then when you say through pillow talk, okay?
You understand what the hell?
Some guy you think you cute, if he need to borrow $10 from you, or he needs something from you, he gonna just come and tickle your titties. You know what I mean? To get you to promise something. Pillow talk is dangerous.
Yes, it is.
Okay, but you're holding somebody accountable for what you call pillow talk, family. What does pillow talk come with? Pillow talk is like foreplay. Pillow talk ain't after. Pillow talk is foreplay. Why would you force somebody that you know that's what he loves and he's been doing it longer than he even met you? That is a question that I have, that you would put somebody into that corner, but forget all of that. Would you leave? Would you have left? Is my question. And I know how you like bread, money, but
money ain't everything, okay?
Okay, stop. I know how you like money. Do you like money or not?
Yes, I do.
All right, so you don't got to be ashamed of it.
No, I would not. No, I would not left my husband. But I'll tell you this: if he did play that last year, it would be a suspicious gift that he could be buying Andrea Lynch because you promised that she was gonna give this shit up. But okay, we gonna go. I'm gonna go ahead and roll with you. But after that season,
you're thinking like a poor chick. You're thinking like a poor chick. She been with this guy 16 years, 3 years boyfriend and girlfriend. 13 years married. You don't think? You remember what she had to do for a living?
Yes, I know what Giselle did for a living. She was super.
Showed her tits and ass in the brown panties. Victoria's Secret model.
Yes.
I mean, am I wrong?
Yeah, she Victoria's Secret model. Okay, she made her money that way.
All right, I didn't say anything was wrong with that. I'm just talking about that. Once she got with him, she didn't have to do anything. So, big houses they have, the children they have, the 12-year-old, the 9-year-old that they have together. He has the 15-year-old with his previous wife, but he gave her a beautiful family. He gave her everything that she could think of. Everything that she could think of, but she would leave him. She would leave the man because of a promise. So now, one thing I want to make sure, folks,
I think I'm gonna go back to my original argument. It's what you're missing. And Giselle ain't no baby mama. She ain't no wifey. She wife. Okay, she ain't a baby mama. She ain't a baby. She ain't got kids. She's his wife. And it's at the end of the day, I remember my parents' marriage, and I'm not saying they was perfect, but she was the wife. It's up. They together. Okay, and I'm just saying, yes, Tom Brady is the GOAT. I mean, look, come on now. You ain't got nothing to prove. What do you got? You ain't got nothing to prove, and you don't even understand where she's coming from. Did you even consider her feelings? Did you even consider her feelings? Probably not. Because honey, the minute you was like, I'm unretired, I'm back in the game. And at the end of the day, I just told my friend today and my friend knows football too. We are diehard football fan. And like I said, one hit through that line. Don't act like you don't know football. And guys in this chat know football. One hit through that line, a quarterback can get hit. You throw the ACL, MCL. I know football. Don't play me.
Okay, so I damaged my MCL. You know what I mean? That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the greatest to do it. We're talking about the greatest to do it. It's just like you comparing average player to Jordan. Come on now. You comparing the average player to Jordan, man. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing. I want to go back to that piece where I said that if he was your son, you would have had a problem with it. So I want to talk about that. Because the only way that you actually even having any consideration for him as a man is if your son was in that position. Because you even said it. You said that you didn't have consideration for black men problems until when?
I had a son. I'm not lying about that.
Right. So that's the pocket that I think you'll need to be in, because when you're not in that son pocket, you ignore the male consideration and you think simply about the woman's issues. So what I'm asking you is, if your son came crying to you, talking about she's leaving me because I'm so addicted to this, mom. I love this so much. I'm still good at it. I'm better than anybody else. And you go to his games, you support him and all of that. What would you say about her? Right. That's what I'm saying, man. You got to be honest with these people, family.
I'm honest. I would say, leave that bitch. Okay, you can find another one. I would say that.
Thank you, y'all. You see? Let me bring somebody else up. You know what I mean? Because we want to see her blinking and stroking her hair and going side to side.
Chief! What's going on, family? How y'all doing?
Salute. This guy got, look, like 50 ladies be at the precinct. They just be shaking bags of drugs in their hands just so the chief could frisk them. Go ahead, family. Look, I'm gonna let you drive for a second. I gotta fix this wire coming loose. The light about to cut off. But thanks for coming through.
Cool, appreciate it, man. I can't stay on that long, but I just want to say, man, like, I don't think women really understand when it comes to a passion for a man. You know what I'm saying? I've played football, and just the smell of cut, wet grass brings back memories of playing football. I've gotten to a position to where, I've become chief early. Okay. I can retire when I turn 48. And if I'm with a woman, and there's been times where, I get off work and I'm like, man, I can't wait to retire. But once I put that uniform on, or if I see a police car come past me and I'm off and he got his blue lights on, I'm like, yo, I can't get out of it. I can't.
I'm not the Diesel. I'm not denying it. I'm a football fanatic. Okay. So you ain't talking to a sister that don't know what she's talking about. Okay. I'm keeping it 100 with you. But the thing is, what I have a problem with Tom Brady is you made a promise to the wife. But this what y'all say is wife, legacy, children. Okay. And y'all make it say the wife was important. So now I'm saying
you can't deny part of that legacy is football.
I'm not denying that.
Okay, but that's where I'm coming from at. It's like he could have made that he could have made that promise to her during off season when he didn't have those juices running for football. He could have made that. Tom Brady would play football for less money.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
He have.
That's my point. Like for me, if my wife came to me at my time to retire, and everybody's saying I can retire, I'm telling my wife I can retire tomorrow if I wanted to, and she says make a promise to me that you will retire, she don't understand I've actually done this job for free. I've been a police officer for 1.5 years for free. It ain't about the money. I'm glad I'm getting paid what I'm getting. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
But if it came to a point where I had to do it for free, I would.
Okay, so let's give you a scenario. Let's walk with me, okay? Let's play a game tonight. So, okay, I'm your wife, okay, and I'm saying, baby, you said I got 2 more years to retire from the force, and we're gonna have a vacation. We're gonna do it up, and then you say, look, I'm not retiring, and you want me to say it's okay, baby? I understand.
No. But I don't expect you to take my kids and divorce me. I expect you to be mad. That's why we're gonna have that conversation, baby. I know I told you, you know what I'm saying, I was gonna retire, but babe, I just can't walk away from it right now. I can't do it. And you tell me, okay, I'm gonna walk away from you. That's where I'm having a hard time with, is you quantifying even the fact that she's at this point. I understand why she's mad. I understand why she's upset, because there were promises made. Mm-hmm. But to say you're gonna divorce somebody because you didn't get your promise when the lifestyle that you're working now is the hard work that he's put in. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You live in this lifestyle now because of what he's done, the legacy that he has created for the NFL. Mm-hmm. This is not something that's going to go away after he retires. This is going to be in the books for the rest of NFL's history. I'm not talking about the rest of his life, for the rest of NFL's history. And part of it now is going to be he didn't get retired and he got a divorce. What?
Well, I'm not. She's throwing a tantrum. I said that she was throwing. I know what she's doing. Okay, so she's throwing a tantrum, and I damn well be having a tantrum if my son's wife try to pull that bullshit on him. It'll be hell to pay at my house. I'll be cussing her ass out. But what I'm saying is, okay, like give her some time. She needs some time. She needs the time to leave her group. No. Oh, she can't have no time. Oh, you tell me if I'm so white, I can't have no time because now you don't want to retire? Is that what you're saying?
Not when the story has come out that you divorcing me. No. If we having arguments in the background and nobody's seeing it, okay. Yeah, you can have that. But not when it's coming out that you divorcing me and leaving me because I'm still playing football or I'm still in my career. No. Heck no. That's all I'm saying. I get it. I know why she's upset. She don't want to. I mean, just the fact of him possibly getting hurt. I fully understand that. Mm-hmm. But what's coming out of what she's doing is all I'm saying. That's bullshit. Like the whole situation of even that story coming out, allegedly coming out. Even an allegedly, she should be on the camera saying, I support him, this is that, and then going back in the back room saying, you MF, you should have done this, you should have done that. You promised me. Hey, I rock with that all day. But just this story is a black cloud over his legacy in the NFL.
I do agree with that. I told Chef last night so he need to go ahead and tell y'all. I said that it's football season. His kids and his wife should be out there in the stand cheering him on. Tell him I said that, Chef. Okay, I said that last night.
Yeah, but you said it. But you had it encased in. But when you make a promise, you remember, why would he make the promise, Chef? And I said, why would she try to get him to make that type of promise? That's why I use the crackhead analogy. She recognizes his addiction. He quit before, and then he relapsed. Okay? But what he's doing is not something that is harmful to the family. He works 4 to 5 months out of the whole friggin' year. You see what's on the screen? You see this is, I've been showing you their vacation pictures. His vacation pictures are Notorious. You know where they at right now? Him and his kids, they're playing basketball in Michael Jordan's crib in Miami. FYI. All right? Yeah.
That look like a private jet to me.
Hello. Okay.
Oh, them
all
camels.
Right. You know? Okay. Come on, man. Andrea, watch this. If your man worked a lot of hours, if he only had 2 weeks of vacation a year, and he was Tom Brady, would you make him, you would want him to stop, right?
No,
Mm-hmm.
that's what he do for a living.
No, I just want to get it on the yes or no format first.
Mm-hmm.
You would, because the real Tom Brady only works 4 to 5 months a year.
I got that. I understand that completely. Don't try to play me.
No, so okay. So if he worked 11 and a half months a year, you would probably want him to retire, right?
No, it's a difference.
No,
I know what kind of woman I am.
Wait. Hold on one second. You're overthinking. See, you're overthinking on the yes or no's.
No.
You're overthinking. You think you know where I'm going, but you don't.
Okay.
You used one of my phrases earlier, walk with me. I'm like, oh, you sound like you caught that, right? I'm like, oh, okay, she's listening. I'm flattered, right? So what I'm saying to you is he only works around 5.5 at most. If it's the Super Bowl weeks in a year, and the rest he's off.
True.
And you're supporting her wanting him to retire. So what I said to you is, if he had to work 11 and a half months a year, if you support retirement at 5.5 months, then you would support retirement if he has to work double that time, right? Right?
Right.
Okay. So now I'm going to ask you this, because we're talking about a guy that's making 8 figures a season.
Mm-hmm.
What if that mofo was only making $48,000 a year? Would you be trying to get his ass to retire?
No.
So, why?
Because what he gonna do?
What's the difference? What he gonna do?
Get on my nerves at home. What is he gonna do? Get on my nerves at home? No, he need to find something to do.
Oh, but it's okay for Tom Brady to get on her nerves at home. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. Oh, because
I'm not asking my husband to retire. I'm not asking my husband to retire.
Because Tom Brady is rich. He's not going to annoy her at home. But because your guy was a dude that earned 48 grand a year, let's round up to 50.
What is he going to do all day?
Hold on a second, but see, you ain't trying to listen to answer the question. Because you think you know where I'm going, so you're trying to build what's called an emotional fence, right? The point I'm saying is that what's the difference? Is the guy that makes $50,000 a year more annoying than the guy that makes $40 million a year?
No.
Because, go ahead.
The thing is, what is he gonna do all day? What is his plan? See, me personally, I would be asking my husband, baby, what you gonna do when you retire? I mean, you don't want to be sitting at home with me all day. What is your hobby? What else are you passionate about? I don't know what Tom else is passionate about.
Thank you, Andrea. You just proved it. You just proved it. Thank you.
So all that argument,
you would be making that nigga work 12 months a goddamn year for however long because you respect the money the other guy makes. You don't respect this money. So the $50,000 a year guy is going to annoy the shit out of you when he's not working. But
I'm trying to help him so he won't get on my nerves. I want to know what he's passionate about. I want to know what he want to start doing something. What is it that you want to do after you retire? See, I would be having them questions, them conversations.
Right. Because that's when, right. But you would not be asking the $50,000 guy to retire.
Well, no, I wouldn't be asking him to retire.
Thank you.
So
I
why
don't
was
even
there
have
an
to use
argument in the
words.
first
I
place?
just got to ask you questions.
Wait, say the
why was there?
argument started because I understood. See, two things be right at the same time, Diesel. I understand Tom Brady's side, and I understand his wife's side.
Yeah, but okay, but when you say you understand, see, what I'm getting from when you say you understand the wife's side is you understand her going for divorce and taking his kids.
No, I didn't say that. That's what.
Well, see, but that's but hold
No.
on. But when you say you understand fully Tom Brady's side, but you don't understand the whole thing. That's where I'm getting a disconnect from, because
okay,
when you say you
let
understand,
me explain myself to you. What I don't like. Okay, I understand what his wife is upset about, the promise, but ain't no way in the world I'm be leaving my husband and divorcing his ass because he played some damn football. See, that's dumb right there. Okay, that's dumb right there. Okay, I just said understand the promise that he made that she's upset about. And I'm saying is, don't make a promise that you can't keep. I would have never had that conversation with her.
Well, see, this goes back to the same thing where promises are made with wives that say they want 5 or 6 kids, but then they had that first one, they're like, I don't want no more. I mean, it happens. The promises are made to be broken. Like, I mean, truthfully speaking, I wish people.
That's true. Maybe he should have went back and said, "Look, baby, I can't give up this football right now. I just can't."
But who's to say he didn't?
I got the fire in me.
Who's to say he didn't?
Right. Maybe he tried.
Right.
Maybe he tried and failed. Sorry. Go ahead, Chief.
All I'm saying is, like I said, I'm about to get off in a minute because she looking at me like
you
I'm
are
crazy. But
you're being detained. We're giving you lawful orders. We're giving you lawful orders.
But my thing
stop resisting.
But my thing about it is like when it comes down to it, yeah, promises are made to be broken. But this is not anything that's going to change any lifestyle that they've been having for the last 16 years they've been together. It's not going. It doesn't change anything. I could see if he was saying, "I'm not going to retire from football," and he does retire, and that would change the whole situation they were going. But they're in the same situation they've been in for the last 16 years. This is not a new lifestyle for her. This is something that she's going to be in. I mean, I understand that she wants to live a different lifestyle with him being retired, but he will retire eventually. It's just not going to be this season. It might not be next season.
Okay, so Diesel, the thing is, and I'm just being honest, I believe this went down. Okay, I don't have no evidence, but in my heart, because I've been married before, so I know this went down. Mm-hmm. He told her, I'm gonna retire at a certain age. And then when it came to pass, all of a sudden I can't do it. And I'm just saying, as the wife, no, she's a wife. She's a supermodel. She's been at every game. She's been at every Super Bowl. She's been with him with this passion, his love of the game. And I don't even think she. Hold on a minute.
She quit her job. She couldn't do that job after a while.
Okay,
you seen
y'all just love to say that's somebody's job. Okay, but I'm saying this. She gave up her career because she had a career too. So she gave up her career, and
No. Let me help you out. You're saying she gave up her career. No. Gravity took her career.
Okay.
You know Come on now. Yeah, I help you out.
Gravity took her career. But the thing is, don't you think if I was my husband and you promised and you said I'm giving up the job in 2 years, Andrea, I promise, and then we're gonna do it. It would be hell to pay. I probably went to a damn hotel that night after we had that damn argument in a nice luxury hotel to say I'm costing you some money.
That's exactly what you would do. Absolutely. Yeah. And you remember the other part that I said that I wouldn't say here?
I forgot.
Right. Rodney.
I'm just saying it would be difficult. And I'm just saying to need some time. I'm not saying her attention tantrum is right. I'm not saying the move that she doing right now. I'm not even saying divorce her husband is right. I'm just saying is have a little patience when you make that promise to me that you was gonna give up being the chief for 2 more years. And now you saying I can't give it up. Is that fair to your wife, me?
It's not. Okay,
I don't think
somebody makes a promise. They really, there's people that make promises they really want to keep. You see what TC got on the screen? You see what's on the screen? Pillow talk is powerful. It's manipulation. Okay?
Yes, at its
I'm about
finest.
to get raunchy with it. Okay? Any promise that I make, you make to me, while I got my thing inside of you, you're under duress.
Or trying to get it there.
You're under duress. Pillow talk. There's dudes that don't even like a chick, and they're gonna tell her ass that they love her just so they can finish or get the head in and see what happens next. Pillow talk is manipulation. Having you in the most vulnerable, physically vulnerable, spiritually vulnerable, emotionally vulnerable place. And then I ask you some shit. That's the equivalent of Bill Cosby slipping somebody a Quaalude. All right. So then who does that? That's manipulation. But he's the greatest that's ever done what he's done. And he gets no credit for that.
I'm not saying the man don't get credit. The man is a GOAT. He will be going down in NFL history as the greatest quarterback in history. We get that. We got stats. We know all of that. We know Tom Brady is the GOAT. We already know that.
But so this is what I don't understand is that knowing what kind of work it made for him to get there, and he probably never thought he would be in this position in the first place while he was playing football. Why wouldn't somebody have the most support for him, even under a broken promise? You get what I'm saying? Like, this man.
If I was Tom Brady's wife, I would be upset. I'd probably go to the special hotel he could find, but I would not be leaving my husband or divorcing my husband.
But even to act like that, like even okay, so even I hate to bring up my situation, but even to bring up my situation, right? Mm-hmm. I never thought I would be the chief. I don't have a college degree. Mm-hmm. I have a high school diploma. Mm-hmm. I put a lot of work into my policing to show that I could actually do the job to get as far as I could, and I never thought as far as I could would be the chief. Okay. So even if I tell my wife that I'm gonna retire in 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm at work looking at what's going on and being like, man, I don't know if I can leave in 2 years because I worked very hard to get here. Because once Tom Brady retires, he's no longer the GOAT playing NFL. He's the GOAT that retired NFL. It's different. He can no longer add to those stats. He can no longer add to his greatness. His greatness stops right then and there.
He had to give up.
So if he feels like he can still add to that, why are you not supportive? Why are you not saying this chick is wilding because she ain't being supportive of somebody that is great? He is the greatest.
I know he's the greatest. I know. I'm not denying that.
I know, but that's not what I'm saying is, but you're still got her and understanding why I don't understand why she's acting the way she's acting. For me, coming from a man's point of view, I don't understand that because this man is actually adding on to his greatness. It ain't stopping right now because she wanted to. It's going further.
Okay, so let me give my feminine energy because some of y'all got all this men energy around here and there's football running around here. The wife. I'm just not his baby mama, his girlfriend. I'm the wife. Okay.
That's why you should be more supportive.
I am supportive. I'm there every Sunday with the kids and everything. I'm supportive. Okay. And I'm just saying this. I'm having a temper tantrum right now. I'm a little upset with him. Okay.
But this isn't just a temper tantrum
with him because he made a promise that he was going to give up for football. And I don't understand why he won't do it. That's her problem, not mine.
I'm sorry. I can't even understand a temper. I can't even understand the argument when somebody would come to somebody like that. I really can't even understand the argument. If I was to say, hey, I know I told you I was going to retire, but I don't think I can give it up. I expect my wife to be like, baby, you worked hard to get here. And if you don't want to give it up, keep on pushing because you've done great. That's what I expect my wife to say. Period.
Of course, if I was
what's messed up? You doubting your own self. You know why, Andrea? You're a sports fan.
Yes, I am.
Right. Hold on. And you would have not you would not have asked him the shit that she asked him.
I would not ask my husband that.
Right. So that's the point. But when I say about you and your ability to immediately consider the woman's feelings, even though if it involved you, you would have behaved differently. If it involved your son, you would have behaved differently. Yes. And the thing is, right.
So this is the problem we have in the black women community. Y'all not calling out each other. That's what's wrong.
We're not holding each other accountable.
What you say now?
You ain't holding each other accountable.
Listen.
That's what it is.
Wait a minute. So
what did I tell you yesterday? You don't have the ability to hold women accountable.
That's not fair. I'm saying if he was my husband, I would not be leaving him. But I damn sure be at an expensive hotel mad for a week or so. I sure would be.
It would have been like, baby, you know you promised you was gonna stop. They giving you 50 mil for that 1 year. Okay, but you know I'm mad at you. But I'm gonna be okay in the morning, baby. Right.
Hey y'all, I gotta run, man. I appreciate y'all having me on.
Yo, I appreciate you, family. You always welcome here, Chief. Hold it down.
I'll be good.
Yo, go to Diesel's TV for that gun shit, man. I'm a gun guy. I like Demolition Ranch. I like his shit too, because sometimes some of them, but I like him and Coleon Noir, right? Some of the other guys, sometimes they come on for a little, I just be feeling a little weird vibe, you know, but we got one of ours that's in pocket and he's fair. So rock with Diesel TV. But yeah, she's stressing him out with this BS.
I agree with that. I agree with that. I think that's not fair. I do agree with that.
Uh-oh. You acting like your co-host arguing something you don't fully believe in. Who you think she talking about? Who you think she talking about? Who you think she talking about? Say it, yo. That was funny. We're gonna keep it moving. Thank you, Red Lipstick Vibes. I appreciate you. Hey, yo, Papi Blanco, ¿qué pasa? Thanks, Blizzy. All right. Respect to you as well, Papi Blanco. Love. Ooh-wee. Right. Man. You say you was so close. Plans for retirement, retired. Promise. A promise.
Shout out to Yellow Tail. See, I like that brother Yellow. Okay, he be on Andrea's side. Yellow be on my side. I love.
She like light skinned guys. I'm lying. I'm lying.
No, you ain't lying.
If you ain't light skinned, you gotta have muscles. You see that? That's a guilty laugh, y'all. I know how to extract that shit. Right. Tom Brady got 2 more years in the NFL. He's the NFL cash cow.
Wow.
With the right doctors, because remember, the NFL pay for their doctors. Man, listen, yo.
Man.
2 years, the way science is moving, they're gonna have nanotechnology, testosterone and shit. Okay. This guy, he has a skill. They can donate his brain to someone if he forgotten that person would become a dope football player. You know?
Yeah.
Poppy said, I seriously doubt Tom Brady's wife is in a position to be telling him when he should stop playing football. Yes, he was cooking without question. How hard is the life of Tom Brady's wife, who is worth $300 million? Y'all know she probably don't cook, clean, or watch her own kids. What did I talk about yesterday? What I said yesterday, you know what I mean? It was late. I was drinking and I was in a pocket. I was like, come on, man. She probably ain't even breastfeed. She probably had Consuela in them, you know what I mean, with some big milky titties feeding the kids. Okay?
Oh, Lord.
Come on, man. Come on. Shit. Mega, what up? Okay, so that's recent. Blizzy said flag on the play. Flag on the play. Hey, somebody call the ref. Da, 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 da. But yeah. So listen. In terms of wrapping all of this up, the best, most effective way that I could wrap this whole conversation about Brady up in is this. Andrea, you're wrong. And in terms of what the points you were making for each one of them, the only thing I could say is this.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
And you know she love her some Tommy, so I had to give her that's her white boy. You know, there's always that white guy that's the one. You know, for a minute it was Robin Thicke, then John B. So this Tommy, she love her some Tommy, so use Tommy on her ass.
You know what? I'm okay if y'all feel I was different, but I knew for Andrea Lynch, it was some people in this comment section or in this chat felt the same way. But it's okay. See, I'm not afraid to say my opinion. But I had some brothers on my team. I knew I was going to feel this way. So I proved my point.
Interesting. And you just proved my point. You stick to the feminine consideration, defense-based aspects of the argument. But now you seek validation from the men. Interesting. So now, record, you done derailed our whole show for the night with your bullshit.
I wasn't trying to derail the show.
We ain't even talk about Kevin Samuels.
I know.
So when you wake up, you got marks on you and shit. It's the ghost of Kevin Samuels biting your ass. You're going to think it's a mosquito. Okay? But you're going to do this. What were you going to say? You got something to say?
We had great conversations sometimes on the phone. And I thought this conversation was something we should have brought to YouTube. Because he had his opinion. I had mine. And I called my girl up today and I was like, girl, how you feel about this? And she was like, girl, I agree with you. And so I couldn't let it go.
I know. It's all good though. I know how you do. You know what I mean? That's why there's certain shit that I would never ask you to promise because I recognize your weakness. And that's the whole point. I recognize people. I recognize people's humanity. I recognize people's strengths and weaknesses. I recognize the things that they love. What's funny is, and I'm going to say this, and you could clip it. When a woman wants a man to prove his love to her, she wants him to give up something he loves, something he cares about, something he enjoys.
That's not fair.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do this shit over. I'm trying to make a fucking YouTube clip. Can I get my clip out?
Okay.
Thanks. So I'm gonna say the shit again, please. All right. Here's the way I feel. When a woman wants a man to prove his love to her, she wants him to give up something, to stop something he loves, to stop being around people he enjoys being around, and to give up something he really enjoys, to prove his love to her. However, when a man wants a woman to give up something she loves, give up the people that she's around, stop doing something she enjoys doing, it's called control and him stifling her. Interesting dynamic, interesting set of differences. Why is it? I don't know. Let's talk about it. Let's get this conversation going.
Is that you being serious?
Clip over. Huh?
Is that you being serious and like Like you got that way about you, like all tough and rough. You have cried before, so I'm gonna act like if your girl asks you to give up something that you won't, because I'm gonna say it again. The reason you know Tom Brady because you got that same fire just like him. How about that?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Abso-friggin-lutely.
But they say birds of a feather flock together. So if you Tom Brady got that fire, you do too. What you say about that?
Nice try trying to derail my argument with flattery. But I'm going to take the flattery and I'm going to take the love and all of that. But I'm going to still say, some bullshit. But I told the flattery. Right? Look, the thing is, you talk about the fire and all of that stuff. Mm-hmm. What you're doing is you're giving all of the reasons why you shouldn't force this man to give up all of that passion, love, and life, and light, and ability, and capability. Even if his leg was broke, he would be a great backup to coach the new quarterback that they have. Even if he became paralyzed yesterday, he would be a great coach to help a quarterback understand how to slow down the game. Like in basketball, they talking about where the game slows down for you. The same way. He is totally viable. Totally viable. So you understanding all of that, and you give me the dynamic. My old lady's watching. But if you was my old lady, you would not make me stop.
No, I wouldn't.
Right. So that's the point. She's giving up if all of this is true, because remember, we're basing a lot of this based on the rumor mill.
Yes.
If it's true, Andrea, she's doing something that you would never do.
Right.
But you're sitting here because you don't want to talk negatively on a woman. You're sitting here and you're giving reasons why what she did is appropriate. When you yourself would never do it.
I don't think it's appropriate.
Really like blowing my mind, fam.
I don't think it's appropriate. So let's full disclosure. I never said Jarrell, Tom Brady's wife, she acting a damn fool right now. It is not
a minute and 50 an hour and 50 seconds into the goddamn
stream. Okay. It is not okay. But y'all always say two things can be right at the same time.
It's not okay. But
I think it's wrong what she's doing to her husband. I think it's wrong what she's doing to her husband.
But you don't want to hold her accountable. The only thing that you've been talking about was why did he make that bullshit promise that you agree she shouldn't have made him do. So you already know that she should not have made him make that promise. And he made that promise. So if this was a courtroom and you was a cop, you wasn't supposed to search my car, but they found a dead body in my car and you did an illegal search and we went to trial and they found out you illegally searched my car, do you know what would have happened? They would have thrown that evidence out because it's called fruit of the poison tree, which means that she should have never put that man, this great man. Imagine if Coretta told Martin, listen, you go and walk across that goddamn bridge in Alabama. I'm leaving you, Martin. I'm taking the kids. Taking Martin Jr. I'm taking all of them. Imagine. Imagine.
That's wrong. Period.
Do you understand how many children look at Tom Brady as a deity, as some sort of god? Do you understand his picture has white kids, black kids, Asian kids, Indian kids, Samoan kids, Swedish kids, all around the world, German, ain't British, whatever, wanting to play this sport, especially because he was the lowest ranked when he came in this piece.
Yes, I understand.
Right.
I understand.
A man's dream. So I think a man's dreams don't hold much weight with you because a bullshit pillow talk promise will make you deny a man's dreams, yo. And you understand why men be
So you said I feel like a man's dream. That's a low blow, Chef. But
It's
I
not
love
a
you.
low blow. It's a
Go ahead and
two.
take that. I don't feel that way. I feel like a man's dream is important too. Okay. And all I'm saying is it's wrong what his wife is doing to him. No, it's wrong. Because at the end of the day, you want your wife to be there on that football field on Sunday and the kids cheering you on to doing your best. So no, I think it's wrong. And plus, the season just started. That's that bullshit. Okay. So don't say that I agree. I said it's a difference. Understanding something and saying this what she's doing is wrong. I said I understand.
You know what? Let me help you out because she's starting to scream at me and shit. She's starting to scream at me and shit. But I ain't gonna say nothing because I'm a dog. But I'm gonna let the cats talk.
Stop. All I'm saying is I would not do that to my husband. No, I would support his dream. Even if I was upset with him, I wouldn't make him choose because she's making him choose between me and his passion, his love. They said is if you do your job and you got passion, love for it, it ain't a job to you. I get all that. I understand that.
Okay. So we had that debate. You know what I'm saying? We had that debate. You know, and I will say this. I'll give you yours. Your shit was whack. I'll give you that. You know what I mean?
It's all good. No,
Yo, this was for folks, for the record. This was a real conversation that took place yesterday. And literally, I was like, yo, man, I rock with you and I'm cool with you. But right now, you talking some real bullshit to me. And I don't want to do a show because I don't want to go at you like that, man. But this is like, I'm really feeling a way about this. She's like, so bring the chef. And I was like, nah, I ain't going to do that to you. And then you still went and you introduced it onto the show, right? Okay.
Because I was still hot about it. I mean, he fell asleep on me last night. So y'all let y'all know he fell asleep on me last night. I was still hot about this conversation. So I called my girl up. I said, hey, how you feel about this? Because she loved football too. And she was like, oh, he made a promise. Oh, that's on.
And that's it. Yeah, y'all gonna give up 40, 50 million for a promise. But here's my final piece on it. If they divorce at this point, in terms of alimony, in terms of the money that women get when it's related to divorce and all of that, what plays a part is the amount of children they've had, the amount of years that they've been together, and also if she had to work to pay significant bills within the household, and or if she had to somehow stop doing her job that she was doing before to earn money, right? So at this point, if he's worth 120 million, she gonna get about 60, 70 because he still has the ability to earn. So they're probably gonna give her 60, 70 off rip. And for a certain amount of time, he may have to pay some alimony. No question, which means she's already in the money. She's already in the money, and she's already entitled to half plus more.
That ain't my argument.
So wait. You gotta let me. This is the real point. You gotta absorb it. If you're talking, you ain't absorbing it. She already is in the money for whatever he owns and has as community property, whatever he has, plus whatever he makes for the next few years. Because his 12-year-old, he got 6 years to keep paying for him till he's 18. 9-year-old, 9 years. So she's in his pocket for more than what he's worth right friggin' now. So guess what? She was trying to get him to quit, which means she was satisfied with the money. So now she gonna leave him because he broke a promise. Set up. Set up. Set up. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But she's willing to leave based on a promise. You realize at this point, she has 2 children by him. They've been together over a decade with children, married. So she's already entitled to a good amount of it. So pretty much she doesn't have to stay, y'all. She actually doesn't have to stay. He make $40 million next year and they divorced. When the judge or the magistrate is determining the amount of alimony and all of those things, is going to be tabulated based upon future earnings as well, the viability of him to earn money and what he could make, especially at the tier of compensation he's at. So at this point, really, guess what, y'all? She doesn't have to stay, and she's still gonna eat. He plays another 2 years. She breaks up with him now and bounces. She's still gonna get the same shit. So there's no incentive to stay because she's entitled to the bag now. Now, before you go to anything else, I want you to talk to me about that piece, my friend.
Yes, she's entitled to the bag. I think she already knew that. I think this was I'm not saying this was a deception, but I think she was already banking on that. And what I probably understand, they probably had a prenup agreement. So
probably.
They do have a prenup agreement, and I'm pretty sure it said in that prenup agreement how many years she had to stay married to the man. So she ain't no fool. So I'm just being honest.
So you realize that prenuptial agreements have lost their power because I could tell you that you're gonna get $1 for leaving me, and you signed it 20 years ago, and then now it's time, or you signed it 17 years ago, and it's time for us to break up, and all you get is $1 for all of that time. The judge would throw it out. They have to be equitable.
Yes,
they have to be equitable. If the demands, if the quid pro quo within that prenuptial agreement does not seem equitable to the judge, they can literally nullify it and make it void. And now the judge is in charge of who gets what. So at the end of the day, Andrea, she's already secured the bag.
Yes.
So let me simplify it.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that she's already secured the bag. So now she can leave, get all of that money, and not be a wife and do whatever she wants, smash whoever she wants, tell him, fuck you. She got athlete's foot. She don't like the way Tom's feet smell. She say, F you, stinky feet bastard. She doesn't have to do any of those things. At this point now, she's already secured that bag. So do you think that she's making that move to leave because she knows she got the bag?
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you. That's all I needed to hear. So you just proved my point. That means that she knew she had the bag. She knew she could pull this stunt because she's already at this point now. She's already at this point. She got what she could get.
I think it's, yes, I do. I do think it's wrong because I feel like Tom Brady needs his wife and children on that field on Sunday while he's in them stands. That is encouragement, and I think that's putting him in a position to think about home now when he's supposed to be focusing on football. That's not fair. Okay, Chef, you get it? I can still be my feminine energy and still understand. Just saying. Okay, I watch football. It's not fair.
No, that's the whole point. You was all the way in your feminine energy. And 1000% feminine energy. It's all feminine.
You're a young man.
It was all feminine.
You're your testosterone energy, okay? Okay. I'm just saying.
It was all feminine. God damn. Right now we got we have 4 people watching. So we're gonna run this piece right here. Let me see what we got. Hold on one moment. Yeah, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this clip, and it's gonna vibe to a certain degree.
Okay.
It's called I'm Pretty, Educated, and I've Outgrown My Husband. Interesting, huh?
Yeah. Pretty, I'm educated, and I own a husband.
In this moment, I cannot say what's wrong or right.
At 20. My parents was against it and my grandparents. I am now 31 and I'm getting ready to go through a divorce.
What's the disagreement?
Well, they said that we was too young and I went to college. I got a degree. I just feel like I didn't have much experience. I was in love with my husband when we got married, but now I don't like him.
What's the disagreement though?
The disagreement, I think we just grew apart.
Okay.
So, but
I
you
don't understand. Okay. I don't understand the point I make that you disagreed with.
Oh, that, all the 8s and 9s and 10s are married at an early age.
Okay. Nothing is absolute. Ladies, we got to stop this. Nothing is absolute. These are generalizations.
That's true, Kevin.
But are you saying you're an 8, 9, or a 10?
I would consider myself a 10. I was a track star, leader of the volleyball. So you can kind of say I was the it girl in school. But
where's your picture?
What?
Where's your picture?
Oh, I didn't want to show my picture. So that's obvious.
I find it okay. So here's the thing. What I don't do often is women can. I've had women call themselves 10s who were 5s. So
opinion is relevant.
No. See, look. You can call yourself.
Kevin, I like you.
Okay,
like
but
Kevin a lot.
Hold on. But if you like me, then understand. Look, if you can call yourself a 10, that's fine. I don't understand the disagreement. I really don't. You call yourself a 10, that's fine. You're 31 and getting a divorce because you don't like him.
Yeah, I fell out of love with him. I think we just.
Woo.
Honestly, if you rate yourself, let's scale of 1 to 10. What would you do? Yeah, let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality.
No, you're not in reality.
I'm in reality.
You're not in reality. Okay, but do you have children?
No, thank God.
Well, and you've been with him since how old?
Since I was 18, but we got married at 20.
All right. And what do you think's waiting for you out here?
New possibilities.
That's one way to frame it.
We can probably be the best of friends. I just think we outgrew each other.
That's fine. That's fine.
He's ready for kids. I'm not ready for kids.
All right. So I don't really see it's a disagreement here. You want to divorce your husband because he wants kids and you don't want kids, that's fine. But for somebody who's been married for nearly half your life, what do you want from a man in this world?
Well, a man of character, integrity, someone that I can grow with.
What do you want from a man in this world?
Love.
You had that.
I want love. I want companion. Now you make it.
You had that.
But you make it seem like people can't outgrow each other.
Well,
I mean, you've been married twice and you're
stop right
divorced.
there. Stop right there. I didn't make it seem like a damn thing. I said you had that. And it's your responsibility as a wife to keep it going.
And it's also a husband too.
It is, see, that, thank you. Do you guys hear this? This is the problem that tends to happen in our relationships. It's 50-50 instead of 100. Did you do your 100% best to make sure that your marriage and your relationship lasted?
Yes, my husband wanted me to stay home. I figured, like, since I went to school, I worked hard for my degree and my career. Why should I have to give it up? Especially when I don't have any kids.
Okay. So
what you think about that so far?
I'm still trying to figure out why she wanted to divorce the man. I mean, he wanted her to stay at home. He must make enough money so they can afford their life. And
he must make enough money. Okay.
But I'm just wondering. She said they outgrown each other. I mean, that can happen.
Said she outgrown him.
Okay, she outgrown him. She had been there since she was 18.
So she says that she's outgrown him.
Mm-hmm.
She stated she's pretty.
Yes, she did.
She's educated.
Mm-hmm.
And based on some of those parameters, she feels that she's better than him now.
Because she's educated. I think that's a little unfair to the man she's been with, taking care of you, being with you, a little selfish to me.
Okay, she may be able to quantify or qualify why she feels that way. So let's give her a shot.
Okay.
Your husband wanted you to stay home, and you wanted to go to work.
Yes. My father raised me to
hold
be
on. Listen.
Her husband wanted her to stay at home.
Yes, that's what he wanted her to stay at home.
But because her daddy instilled certain things in her, she wanted to work.
Every daddy instill things in their kids.
There's nothing wrong with that. You missing. It's not about there's anything wrong with her daddy instilling. What I said is because whatever her daddy instilled in her, she doesn't want to stop working. She wants to continue to work. Do you catch that?
Yeah, I understand.
She's saying it herself. I'm just making sure. I want to make sure that you understand what she's stating. That her daddy taught her some things. And because of that, she wants to continue working regardless of her husband wanting to pay for everything, Andrea.
Okay.
So let's talk about it. What do you think about her feeling?
I mean, I understand that she wants to still work. But if she want to compromise, because I just heard that her husband wants some kids and she don't want no kids. Did they have this conversation when they got married? He wanted some kids, they wanted some kids. So this is where I think people, when they get married, is not having the real conversation, because like when you get married, it's these things that you want kids, legacy, all this other kind of stuff, and now she's saying that she don't want none of this. So what was the point of getting married to the man then?
I don't know, but my question is this. I'm gonna ask it again. Mm-hmm. How would you react if your man, he got it, and he tells you he doesn't want you to have to work and he's going to support everything. How would you respond to that? Even if your daddy taught you, he raised you up to be a strong woman and work. I'm asking you, how would you respond to your husband? The man that you made a covenant before God and the law.
I'll be staying at home like he wants.
You wouldn't even argue that. I don't even think you would argue that shit.
No.
So when I say that, you tend to lean towards feminine arguments.
Mm-hmm.
My ninja, you do it even when you agree with the man. You'll be like, but y'all got to understand how she feel, even if you felt that she's wrong. And if it was your son involved in that situation with the same woman you're talking about, you literally say you would give her the freaking business and you would tell him to leave her ass and this and that. So what I'm stating to you is that your level of objectivity, it has to be objective, friend. Because if I feel a certain way about a certain thing or about a certain type of people, and then when psychologically I place somebody that I care for, that I love, that I would take a bullet for, I put them in that position. And what I feel is different, then that's something to think about, man. It's something to think about. Because while you tell this guy over here, he fucked up because why you make that promise? You should have never promised that. You understand words? You making promises and promises. But then if you're your son, you would tell him, you need to leave that bitch. That's what you said.
Yes.
Right.
I would.
Right. So the thing is, you are unable to hold, and this is one of the things that Kevin put forward, that you're unable to hold your sisterly counterparts accountable because you lack male to female quasi-sexual accountability tactics. You hold us to a higher degree of scrutiny than you will hold a woman, even when you know that woman may have a higher emotional pull. Tom Brady ain't in no clubs. He's not out there on the scene, even though he could, a decent looking white guy, he can get chicks. But at the end of the day, y'all ain't never seen him with no other chick except the woman that he had a baby with 3 years before he got with Giselle. You don't see him in popping bottles. You don't see him with this one, with that one. There are no Tom Brady rumors.
Yeah, right.
Right. But the thing is, in a situation where he's done so much, gave this woman 2 beautiful children and a full life where she had to do nothing, where she no longer had to show her ass and tits in lace bras and panties and the wings on the back. She didn't have to do any of that. And you've seen the current pictures. She can't do that shit no more. You've seen Giselle recently. She can't do it anymore. She's finished. They don't give supermodel pensions. She's finished. So guess what? The accountability on him. Why you broke the promise, Tom? Hey, yo, let's let this play a little bit more and keep it going.
Then you're giving up a husband for possibilities in the world in your career. Okay. Hope you get what you want.
My daddy told me I'd be just fine. My father said that a woman.
Well, here's the thing. How old is your father?
My father is 60.
Right. And got news for you. Your dad cannot guarantee that. That's nothing a father can guarantee a child.
Well,
and I'm
my
being
dad.
honest with you. You can say your dad can tell you whatever, but I'm gonna tell you right now, you're just a woman, just like I'm just a man. You're one person out on the planet, and if you want to deal with any man out here, you're gonna have to meet his needs, especially if you want a man that's higher level than you are. This independent street, this daddy's girl shit ain't gonna play.
Well, Kevin, I'm a nurse.
Congratulations. That matters.
I work with a lot of doctors. Actually,
so what?
But you say that a man don't care about a woman's money or career.
No, we don't.
And that's far from the truth, though.
Okay.
But that's far from the truth.
All right. So
let's see how you feel. And remember, this is your experience, right? He's stating that the men that are able to support in terms of the way she would like, those men don't give a damn what she's making. What do you think about that?
I agree. I agree with Kevin. They don't care what she's making.
Why is that? I want to tell me what you think.
Men don't care how much money you're making. They don't care. What they care about is they love you. You're gonna have kids with them. That's what they don't care how much money you're making. It's not a big deal. They don't be asking. Men don't ask women how much money they make, to tell you the truth. That is not their conversation.
We don't ask that. It's not our conversation. I absolutely agree with you.
Women ask that. That's a woman conversation.
A lot of men, if some dude makes 50 grand a year, and he meets a woman that makes 75 grand a year, a lot of times, some of those dudes will do the best that they can to get a whole bunch of overtime so that they can double up or almost add what she makes to their salary. Some dudes will take a second job. Some dudes will start hustling on the side, doing whatever the case is they can so that she can not have to work. There's dudes that there's a whole line of thought that believes that women having to work and having to take charge of certain situations naturally will, especially if they're a soldier about this, it will naturally take them out of their feminine energy. So there's some men that feel that it's their job or their duty to give her everything that she could make herself and more. Those type of men are the type of men that when they're supposed to retire will keep on working because they don't want her to have to do anything. Some people try to put that as control and trying to force her to acquiesce, but it's not that, man. There's some guys that want to make sure that she doesn't have to worry about anything. So all she has to do is be a happy wife. And, the kids get home at 3:00 in the afternoon. You go to work at 8:00 in the morning. So from 8 a.m. to 3 in the afternoon, she can go do her aerobics and keep her body tight or do whatever she does at home without having to worry about the kids running around while she's cleaning up. It's you respecting her job as a mother. It's you respecting her job as a mother. Because that is a job. If she has to cook, clean, look after the kids, if you don't have a nanny, that's an important job. So somebody wanting you to not work, that's allowing you the ability to rest within your quote unquote feminine energy and be that mom without you having to be a slave for 8 hours of your day. All right. So for the record, I know we all in the US and it wasn't just me, you know what I mean? Because you were saying a lot, but it was me and one of the homies from Queens who happens to live in Chicago. He thought what you were saying.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
you know, but he's in the US. So we got somebody from the other side of the pond that want to tell you about your bullshit too. The company cap, aka Simon Hectic. Hey, if y'all know Simon, you already know we in for one. What up, Big Simon? What's going on, man?
What's up? What's up, big bro? What's up, big
Chilling,
bro?
chilling, man. That's it. You know, yo, Simon is that dude, man. You got crazy ladies all around that's trying to mess with your boy. You know what I'm saying? He like
you
that
gonna send me some of them trainers like he sent Terry. Like
you got, you know, you got the chicks. You know, normally dudes chase the chicks, the crazy chicks with the crazy coochie. He got the crazy coochie chasing him.
It's terrible, man.
Well, I'm being petty.
I have some
What's up,
problems.
brother?
I'm in some problems. But yo, I've been like, I'll tell you something. Like, you know, like, I don't know, like people have relationships. And sometimes it's like, you know, 3-4 months, even like dating, just like the basic stuff. Like I say basic, but it may not be basic to people, you know, because it's just like dating could be a big deal. I remember my first date. When you're just walking into that situation, you're trying to figure that stuff out. You're trying to sort of work out, like, what can I say? How do I look? Like females be putting on the best dress, men be putting on their best sort of attire. That's just first base. Getting into a relationship, like, you know, something else.
I gotta pause you for a minute, bro. Just to give the rest of these folks, because part of this is about creating moments and feelings. I met Simon the first night I met him was on a show that I originally started on and helped create and build to 1,000. Was a show called KWK, Conversations with King, with a K. All right. And what I'll say to you is this. All right, I got you, Andrea. I'm gonna bring you down. And what I say to you is this, for the record. In the beginning, Simon, I didn't understand where Simon was coming from. So I might have been a little terse with him, you know. And then when he started breaking down the situation with his daughter and her mom, you know, and the split with him and his wife, I apologized later because I understood the depths of how he felt and everything. So remember, we talked the Tom Brady conversation, you know, and we're talking about what we're watching now, but I just want to make sure you guys understand where he's coming from. Simon may seem like he's all over the place, but remember, we're in a different time zone than this brother, right? So we have to give some grace based on that. But how I met him was him expressing the pain of the loss of a woman that he loved. And he would, if he had an opportunity, that loss would not have taken place. And even though I kind of got at him at first, when he expressed it, it changed the whole dynamic to it. The whole crowd, the chat, and everybody kind of fell in love with him because they understood where he was coming from. So understand, he's taken some loss based on frivolous decisions of the person or the woman that he loved, you know? And that's kind of the angle. I want to make sure that I'm talking like you ain't here, Simon. I want to make sure that you share that angle with them because I want Andrea to see too. You know, she wasn't there for that show. Can you feel me?
I totally appreciate that. To the point that I feel like I need to drop down for a minute myself.
I'm sorry, bro. I wasn't trying to get you emotional, but it was like, that's how I met you, man. And it touched me. Real talk. That's why you see how quickly I was able to pull it. Pause. How quickly I was able to express it to these folks, man. You know, that was one of the most beautiful moments that had taken place on that show, bro. Because you shared your pain. you know, and you're not, you know, I don't know how good you can throw a football, but you know, I can say you ain't Tom Brady, right?
I
And you're actually
ain't
doing this
that
shit.
6 foot dude. Nah, I ain't that. But just give me a minute because yeah.
I
Chef,
understand, bro. Take it.
Chef.
Go ahead.
Reason I rock with Chef is because he did do that. I pulled up on the channel unbeknownst to what was going on, and there was a lot going on, and he was the only guy that turned around and checked me. I didn't know him, he didn't know me. He was, and like, to be fair, I came in all feisty. I was hot because I was going through some madness. And this was the only guy that sort of backed me up. But just give me a minute because
take your time as much as you need, fam.
Right, just give me a sec, bro.
Go ahead, man. Listen, y'all. You know, I don't try to do this, but we on the show and on the platform, you know, I'm gonna be real with y'all. You know, I remember a lot of things, and I speak to the moments of things that make me feel. So if I speak to something that emotionally touches somebody, it's not being manipulative. It's just being honest, you know. Yeah. And I learned a lot from that interaction that I had with Simon, because I could have just ran with the group think and be like, oh, what the fuck is this guy? He's trolling. Oh, this dude. But it wasn't that. I asked the right question, and it opened the whole door where people were like, whoa, you know? So I understand, you know, I do. I wasn't trying to make the homie emotional or what have you, but the situation he dealt with, I will say this in all fairness to him, is heavy. We talked about Tom Brady. And the only person he chose to give his life to in front of God and the law is ready to leave after 13 years and a 12-year-old and a 9-year-old because of his addiction to greatness. Because of his addiction to greatness. That's something to think about. So while Simon is reposing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to go back to this Kev clip and continue this. Hold on.
So you're telling me, all right, ladies, I want you to pay attention. This woman has been married, and she's telling me, as a man who's out here who have clients of these men, you act like you at 31 know better than me at 51. And I'm telling you, men don't care like you think we care. But guess what? You're going to get a chance to test this out on your own. Remember the women I said high value men tend to avoid? And the nurse was in this category. It's not for just to take shots at nurses. It's the personality and the mindset that tends to come along. This independent da. All right, but in the end, man, make your choices. But at the end, if you want something with a man, you're going to have to compromise.
Oh, I agree with you, but you making it seem like that.
I didn't make it seem like anything. Make it seem like what?
You're just making it seem like, oh, you're so bad, you know, like, especially for the, you know, women in my age group that's not married, you know, man, there's hope. There's hope.
Okay. You're responsible for what you hear.
And you're responsible for what you put out.
No, you're responsible for what you hear. And you make it seem like women are so, no, I think that a lot of you women just don't listen. You listen with your feelings and you hear what you want to hear. And that's fine. But you're going to get to test all your theories. You got married at 18.
He stated women hear what they want to hear. What do you think about that, Andrea?
True. He's right.
True. Oh, that was easy. Hit the easy button. That was easy. Okay.
Oh, like you always say, I'm in my feminine energy, so I don't hear anything but the feminine energy stuff.
Okay, I'm finna clip this one then. I'm gonna put that one up there with Tommy. Simon, Simon, what do you think, family?
Just by experience, I think men resonated from Kevin Samuels because he did what most men won't. That would be.
Say it again. I didn't hear what he said. What did he say?
I said most men resonate with Kevin Samuels because he did what most men won't.
He did what most men won't.
True.
That most men don't have the nuts, the steel, rugged nuts or balls to do. Or if we talking to a British guy, or bullocks.
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Okay.
Across continents.
Yes.
Like across, across. He had a global following, so it wasn't sort of like just US. I mean, you don't get 1 million followers just in the US.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact is where would men be right now if it wasn't for the intervention that was Kevin Samuels?
I would say that's something that he gave some of them a voice. Okay, I would say that.
I would say it'd be much more of a voice, and it wouldn't be just men; it'd be women as well, because a lot of women have benefited from the voice of Kevin Samuels, and I think he did it on purpose. He knew what the situation was, and we took it for granted, as we do most of our, black people who come and show their face and try to do something for our black community. When most of the time we're talking about people doing something for our black community, but it's just talk.
True. I agree with that.
If you really damn well knew something was going to happen and you had the knowledge and influence and power to do something, how many black people would actually do that? How many people would do that in general? And I think that's why he's kind of so iconic and been recognized in areas that previously shunned him. Because the fact of the matter is that part has been, it may been drip fed, but that part has been acknowledged at least.
Sure.
I think many people are just now sort of starting to recognize how important it is for us to come together, and not in a sort of tree hugging way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we're not out here being tree huggers because we've all got real lives. But the fact of the matter is why can't a black man put on a suit as a basic format in this day and age when, in like, you pull it back like 30, 40 years, that's just a standard,
I agree with that. I do agree with that.
What are we walking around like right now? And it's the same with the black woman. It's not like to put down the black man or black woman. It's just what are we walking around like right now? And I think his message was, what's the cause of that? And have you actually looked into it? And if you haven't looked into it, I'm going to put it in your face. Do you know what I mean? And I just don't think a lot of people like when you put things in their face that they don't like, but actually need to know because it benefits them and it benefits their family and it benefits their generations. And it's just a real shame that he didn't really get the opportunity to outlive the life that he had. Although a lot of people are very critical of the way he approached things, I'm sure we'll be more happy overall with the fact that it would have been more beneficial to our community if he was alive right now.
I agree with you. And I still think he has more. I still think he had more work to do, and he didn't get a chance to do.
Mm-hmm. So, what did you get out of?
Okay, so like I wasn't a Kevin Samuel fan because I never watched his stuff. I only heard his stuff through my friends. They didn't really care for him, and I told Chef that I never watched Kevin Samuel stuff, and he was like, "What?" He had no idea that I never watched none of his stuff. And so we started a series called Andrea Reacts to Kevin Samuel. With some of his stuff, I do agree with him. I do agree with what he has to say.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do I understand some of his methods of being harsh? Sometimes in our community, we don't get things when we say it in a soft way. Sometimes we got to say it in the harshest way to get our attention. We don't listen. We don't listen. We don't pay attention. And when we say it in the harshest way, that is when he gets our attention.
Uh-huh.
And so,
Mm.
I remember my mother. She used to say that stuff to me. She used to say that stuff. She had a couple of her kids. My mom had 7 kids, and I was one of her kids. And she used to say, "I don't really pay attention when she was talking all nice and sweet, but when she was yelling, I was paying attention." So I think Kevin Samuel's way of getting our attention, we didn't hear him when he was talking all nice, but when he talked harsh to us, he got our attention.
Mm-hmm.
So you stated that sometimes our people need the message to come across a little harsh, as you stated.
Yes.
It speaks to a certain level of resilience that we have and a certain level of ability that we have to understand harsh communications, because we deliver communications harshly.
Yes.
So if we move within a tough level of existence, then normally we should be able to understand tough levels of communication.
Yes.
Right. So what you're stating is you fully understand, and because you know that we are lions and you require a big lion with a loud roar to deliver a message to the rest of the pride of lions.
Yes.
So I'm glad you're able to notice that piece. So let's do this. I wanna wrap this piece up. We got about a minute and change of this particular clip. I want you to tell me what you think.
Okay.
Or 19?
No, I got married at 20.
Okay, split the difference. You're going to get to test all these theories. In 10 years, we'll see who ends up being closer to accurate. But if you want anything from men, do you ever want children?
I don't know.
All right. So, do you even want to? Do you even want to be married to a man?
Of course I do. I believe in love. I believe in marriage.
But that's not the purpose of marriage. Love is not the purpose of marriage. And you already
Marriage
had
is a
that.
partnership.
All right. Round and round this goes. Spoiled, petulant children. Just, I want love. I want this. I want that. Women from other countries listen to Western women and think you're insane. This woman won early on and is walking away. All right.
It's not hard to fool me.
When you're addicted to the good life. Yo, I love that song, man.
The whole selection is crazy.
Yo, I love the
But I
fact
mean,
that I have access and
what he
rights to
was
use it. Then
what he was speaking of, you know, I mean, this is the thing. It's like I came into Kevin Samuels in the middle of the pandemic, and I was going through a divorce. And what
you
he
got to
was
say
speaking,
pause. You said you came into Kevin Samuels.
not, come on, sir. God damn.
Piece of evil.
You know my English vernacular. It's not the same as the American.
It's
Like
all good, bro.
you guys got some dirty minds. But I'm just saying. No. God damn you made me lost my track of thought.
Take your time, fam. You know how I do.
I was just saying, like, I think what he brought to the black community is succinct because I would go into a relationship like that, and most women can't check that. I'll be calculating the whole thing. Like, you need to check. Like, okay. I mean, I had a whole conversation with someone who had a relationship with a guy, and she said this guy came in and she cooked for him, and she bought groceries that were worth a certain amount of money, and he came in and she cooked like a whole chicken and like broccolis and the cauliflower and you know all the vegetables and whatnot, and he just ate that shit up in one sitting, right? So then she turned around and said, I'm calculating this stuff. I can't actually pay for this over time, right? So it was like, God damn. If women are thinking like that, how are men thinking? Because it's like when a woman walks into your life, are you actually calculating how much it's going to cost, you know, over time? And that's what I think Kevin Samuels was really brilliant at post the relationship. He was like, look, you're in a relationship, and he's being very sort of subtle about it. You're going to be in this relationship, fine. You get to the marriage point, fine. Okay, you've got maybe 10, 20, 30 years of your life left. How are you accounting for that? That might cost 2 million. It might cost 2 million. Now, where's that coming from? You know, and are you willing to sort of accept a man in your life? And this is where I think many women sort of fell off. They were like, I just want to be in a relationship with a guy. Well, you need to be married. You know what I mean? It's like that's a problem, you know, because unless you're in a marriage, you're looking at a completely different situation, and it's a real serious thing. And I've actually had real conversations with people out here about that. You know, because men are, you know, certainly in a different position um, to be able to actually, if they could live a horrible life but still get through it. But I think like there's a lot of women out there that don't acknowledge that although you might have your degrees and you might, you know, do whatnot, there's going to be a point where you're going to need some help, you know, um, and whether you think you need a man in your life or not, that's just going to be a factual point.
I agree. I agree. So I'm gonna take that as your point, Andrea.
Yes.
I'd love for you to give me your your ending point on what we discussed tonight. If there's anything new that you learned, is your opinion the same? You know, have you been pulled closer to the center? Did I piss you off and push you further to the left or the right? You know, I want you to tell me about what you think about the dynamics of what we shared, the conversation we had tonight.
Conversation tonight. Don't have pillow talk with your wife. How about that?
That's what you got?
No, I'm just saying. It's my but Kevin Samuels, you know, what he was saying to homegirl, I think she was a little unrealistic about some of what she wanted. Because what was the whole point of being married if you didn't want the husband, kids? And I think I will say this. What I did at 22 and what I do at 47 is two different things. I think I tell my son and my daughter, if they're gonna get married, be intentional, and then talk about the things they want and the person they're married to. Don't go in there making contracts and making promises that you know you can't keep. Like, if you want 4 babies, tell her that's what you want. So I'm like, be honest of what you want, how you see your marriage, and how you see you guys together. Because I think some people make a mistake of a fairy tale, and I think make a mistake of a fairy tale and not being realistic. And
Okay.
so, me and my son have real conversation. Even the Tom Brady conversation, he was upset about. Okay, and to tell you the truth, that's how we sparked this conversation because me and my son had an argument about it.
Yes. But here's what I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get young Quentin on this stage. Tell them what young Quentin said that started that whole conversation, that even ventured us off into Tom Brady and all of that. Please tell him what he said that pissed you off.
She need to sit down and raise them kids. That's what he said.
Run that back one more time so I can increase, so that I can increase your microphone volume. Say it again.
He said she need to sit down and raise them kids. Let that man do what he's supposed to do.
Thank you. I brought your ass from 98 all the way to 165 just to make sure that they was able to hear you say it.
He'll be ready. He'll be ready Saturday night. Okay.
But watch this. This is what's interesting.
I already know.
This is what's interesting. When somebody says something wrong or says some bullshit, and we trying to figure out how you got that information. What do we ask him? We ask him who, what, who raised you? That's what we asked him, right?
Yes.
Who raised him? Who raised Quentin?
Andrea Lynch and Ryan Lynch.
Right. So when we continue,
that's who raised Quentin.
So when we continue,
mm-hmm.
Boom, we finna talk about that. And for the record, y'all, when she talk about Ronnie Lynch, that's her ex-husband. Whenever she pissed me off on some bullshit, you know what I be saying? I'm like, yo, you know those interviews that I do called The Movie? I'm gonna do Ronnie Lynch the movie. All right? You keep messing with me, I'm gonna do Ronnie Lynch the movie. And I'm gonna make sure that I have what's her name? Monique play you. But not the Queens of Comedy Monique, the one from the one that pushed Precious down the stairs. That one play your ass. All right? All right. So listen, yo. I appreciate you guys. We got into a lot of Tom Brady, Gisele Bündchen talk. It was supposed to be all Kevin, but Andrea wanted to bring this up, so she derailed the show tonight. You know what I mean? So you put that on her, right? But listen, it's still stuck within the pocket, and in terms of the videos that I had with Kevin, I was able to pull the one that was, resonated the most with the conversation, which means what? We have more content now for you because there's stuff we didn't talk about. If you come and look for this video, it's probably going to be changed, and the avatar to a Tom Brady and Gisele avatar, because we spent majority of the time talking about them. But we're going to have more of Andrea seeing what Kevin says. And there's going to be a couple that I know she ain't going to like because she's been liking Kevin for a minute. But, you know what I mean? But my plan is to trigger her ass.
This is my thing. Tom Brady and Gisele Bündchen is a real conversation. It might not happen in everybody's home, but there are real conversations that we should have. And I'm not saying everybody got to agree with how I feel or how I say or how I feel about it. But I couldn't get it off my mind. It was on my mind, so I called my girlfriend. And trust and believe, my friend will be coming here Saturday night because they got something to say.
Yeah, I already know which ones. So I'm ready.
So my son is coming. My son is coming. See him.
Don't worry, I'm gonna send him the curriculum. I ain't sending y'all shit. I'm gonna send him the curriculum. All right. Yeah, teach him about being intentional when talking to his mama too. How about that? Cause when your ass gets super old, who gonna support you and put you in their house and all of that shit? Him. He just drink the goddamn soup.
He is allowed to have
just drink that goddamn soup.
His own opinion. I'm not ashamed of how he feels. He speak on it. Obviously, he was raised by two good people. So I will stand on how he feels, what he feels, and what he say. I'm right there watching him do his work and be proud of him. I'm not gonna be mad.
Nice try. Nice try. Listen, I know you too much. Nice try, but I didn't want to say nice try anymore. I'll say it the way you like it.
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
So, yo, listen. We're going to shorten this up. Tonight, things were planned to go a certain way, but we allowed it to flow organically, and we rocked with it. Education, information, entertainment, and intrigue. That's EI. Uh-oh. We popping tonight. So we have more. We were able to take a little segment, a little precursor, a little teaser appetizer, and then end up being pretty much a whole show. So we still have more show in the bag for you. We might rock tomorrow. We might push this to make this the Saturday team show where Vic comes up. You know what I'm saying? But we still figuring it out. But all I got is peace, love, and light for each and every one of you. And I'm going to let our brother, who finally decided to get his page up and running. It's one video. It's one video, right? Yo, Simon, you done been on stage with me so many times since I met you in October, bro. Even though you don't need my permission because of fair use, I give you permission to use clips that you were on any of my shows or whatever to get your page, because now you got your own home. So let's call this a housewarming, because as it stands right now, you only got one video in there. Not when I say one, not saying it's not good, but in terms of what you've sprinkled in different pages over the course of the time since I've known you on YouTube, and you honored a lot of people. Yo, he's that dude that you do a video he likes, he will put you 2-3 different days on his IG page and chronicle you and show your image and all of that once he feels you. He's one of those dudes. So, I have no choice but to, and I've been on his page, on his IG a few times. I got no choice but to make sure that we give the brother his homecoming present or his housewarming present, because now he wants to do this shit. So when you need me on your stage, family, you done came through and created a lot of intrigue and entertainment and all of that. Holla at me, man. You know my DM and all of that shit. Just get at me, and I'll be honored to come up, jump on your stage, and cuss you out on your own.
I really appreciate that, man. I really do. Like Andrea as well. Andrea's been supporting, and Chef's been supporting me from day dot. Do you get what I'm saying? So I do, and there's stuff coming up, and I can't because it's whispers. You know what it's like when you're signing. Yeah, it's just like there's stuff coming up. I can't talk about it, and that's why I've gone like hella silent recently, because I've been offered some things, and it's just been like, okay, you know what I mean, and I've got to sort of level up whether that works for everyone I'm sort of like involved with, although like I've had certain things come up. And no one knows what's going on, but that's just how it is, because we're treading on we're treading on panels right now,
Literally. We're not pirates, but we're treading on panels. But we've all got skills and talents, and we're gonna cross over at some point. And certain people that have been able to cross over, we've been able to watch that. But Chef, you've been making me think about. Like, I got a bit of a cooking background. I do. I worked on the farm for a while. I did. You know, there's just things we do as humans that people have not seen as us on platforms, and we have to keep it steady. Obviously, with our channels, just to build our platforms and do what we need to do. But I just think there's just so much more coming. Do you get what I mean? So stay tuned. I appreciate you, Chef, for having me up here. I appreciate you, Andrea. You two are two of the realists, like real. And although people will say this, that, and whatnot, we'll see in about 5 years what's going to happen, because we'll be having these conversations in a totally different damn way. And I will say that for real. I swear to God, I can see it, like, because I've been here before. I can see the trajectory. There's no way in hell. Do you get what I'm saying? With the skills and there's stuff that goes on, but it's just like momentary. But if you know what it is, like, and you've been in that space, it takes a certain amount of time to just build certain things. So with the people you build, on your downfall, the people will hold you up, and that's how it goes. Because that's just what it is.
I gotta put the people that you build on your way up are the people that support you and slow your descent on your downfall. And they may also be that safety net or that trampoline that bounces you back up to where you need to be. So I get what Simon is saying. So Simon, before I drop you down, I want you to let these people know what makes you, even though they might have seen it, let them know briefly what makes you a special, unique soul within this universe, my brother.
Yeah, so I'm a bit like Iron Man. If anyone's tuning into Marvel, I've been through a bit. I know a lot, and there's a discrepancy. But I'm there for the people that I need to be there for. And whatever we do and however we bounce, I'm loyal. And that's how it goes. So the company kept is all about really the company that's been kept. And I'm the company. As we are. We keep company, which translates to our community, to be fair. And that's really where we're trying to get to in a new way. Like, because obviously we've witnessed that we've been through certain things, and we have to come with new ways of doing things. So the company kept is about that, really. The company kept is the company kept. um so it is what it is, and it's not what it's not. And I learned that from someone in California. Salute.
Damn, that's dope, though. I gotta use that one. But yo, everybody send your peace and love to my brother Simon Hectic of
I'm gonna leave.
The Company Kept. Our
Thank you,
brother.
Chef. Thank you,
Come on,
Andrea.
man. You good. This is your crib too, brother. Remember, if you ever come here and I'm not home, the key is under the rock next to the left bush on the left side of the
Listen,
door.
I got you in certain places. Anywhere you want to go, anywhere, tell me, please.
My man, yo. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming through. You always welcome. You one of the A1 day ones. Ladies, he's the light-skinned Idris Elba. You seen him here first. Peace, Simon.
Salute.
Salute. All right.
Well.
So now for this cantankerous broad that went and changed the whole direction of the goddamn show today because she wanted to rehash an argument from last night that they had to do with today's show, right? Because she want to argue, right? She just like Giselle.
Oh my God. No, I'm not. See,
But
I
I'm
would
gonna let you
never.
let
I
them
would
know. Even though
never.
I know how annoying you could be, I need you to let them know outside of that annoyance what makes you a unique, special soul within this universe. How about that? I just asking some questions.
What makes me a unique soul? I just be asking some questions. I be want to know people's opinions, and because I'm like-minded, I can I can agree to disagree. Okay, and this is the first argument that me and Chef had that we didn't agree with it. I can't wait till he clip this up because I was like, don't go there.
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna put a monkey face on you.
I can't wait till he clip this up. But I did not mean to derail this conversation. But I felt the passion, and I felt like these are conversations that people are really having in their life. And number one, would I ever ask my husband to give up his dream, his job that he loved? No, I wouldn't. Okay. I'm gonna stand on the record and say that. But I cannot wait until you hear my baby, my son, my second born, hear his opinion. Because it's not the same as his mother. And it's okay.
Oh, I'm gonna give him the platform to cook your ass.
So peace. And I can't wait. The Lynches versus mother and son.
What do you mean the Lynches? Veronica feel the same way as him. It's gonna be me and your two natural born children up against you. And then when the show is over, he'll be like, that's my friend. Chef is my friend. How you gonna want to eat that? I fed y'all. I fed y'all.
It's okay.
Y'all, the two of y'all made my titties long feeding y'all.
It's okay. My son he's a man, and it's okay. I'm proud and honored the way he is and the way he's been raised. So.
But yo, I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I had this weird feeling that Quentin's probably gonna be on the show a little more. And trust me.
He's a lion.
By the way, I'm gonna do a Quentin and Ronnie show.
Oh,
that is the crazy mind of your boy Chef, y'all.
The Quentin and Ronnie show.
Quentin is her son. Ronnie is her ex-husband. Okay. Who Andrea just found out a couple of weeks ago that he watches Kevin Samuels stuff.
Yes.
And this dude, watch this. Her ex-husband has no clue of the power that Andrea possesses within this space.
No.
People who have been Kevin's moderators, people that are close to him. She's close to people that was close to him. Andrea is actually in this space, and you guys don't understand. If she tried to sue me later, I would deny it, but I'll say it now and delete it later. We wouldn't be monetized right now if Andrea didn't become a piece of this thing that we have. So when you see me, she and I speak, and I speak the way that I speak to her in a certain way as my equal. It's like I'm beefing with my equal. I don't speak like I'm speaking to somebody beneath me because she's brought something to this piece. She didn't have a huge channel, but the thing is, because of the person that she is, she brought a lot to the table. Hold on. Let me get my sexy in this bitch, right? So the reason, I mean...
Oh, that New York accent, okay?
Look, no, seriously, man. She comes in very humble, but the thing is, Andrea has been a pivotal part of this thing here, So what I will say is that I can't wait, but I would love to interview Ronnie, and I would probably take his side because if you ever watch the fatherhood sips that we did, Andrea shared a lot, so if you see any of them called the fatherhood sip, Andrea was part of all of them. She's the only woman that was allowed on the fatherhood sip because it was a show about men coming up with literacies to make their sons more intentional in the world. But because of the fact she's not married, but she's a foster mom that has no choice but to raise male children, by default, she was on there, and she dropped some real heat, man. She revealed so much in those first few sips that we had that it made us respect her, because she was able to share even what she knew was wrong, you know. So I'm gonna give her some credit, all right. And because, hold on, you know, because she chose the survivor dress, and you know, she wanted to bring, you know, her two friends. She didn't show up alone. She showed up with her two friends. You know what I mean? She was running late, so she didn't get an opportunity to oil them. You know what I mean? Listen, that's my co-host right there with the three heads. All right. You know I love you, man. Get out of here, yo. Let me sit you down. You know what I'm saying?
Love you guys.
Right. Hold it down.
Okay.
Whew. We came in wanting one thing, and we got something else. But the beauty of it is, that original thing that we were coming with, we still got it for you. So we might have an extra stream coming. Stay tuned. It's your boy Chef. I got some good food sitting waiting for me to eat. I got some Thai food. I ordered some pad Thai. If y'all know what pad Thai is, with 2 proteins, shrimp and ribeye steak. And my chopsticks are sitting there. I already broke them and, you know, rubbed them against each other and shit. So I'm ready to eat, man. And y'all don't want to be around the hangry black man. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being loyal. Thank you for showing up on time, even though we were not able to acquiesce to the time frame that we chose. Thank you for sticking around. We're works in progress. The only thing that we ask for is an opportunity or a chance. And we'll do our best to make sure that we do everything we can to win for you. So I'm going to send you guys off. But I never, ever just send you off with a goodbye. There's something that I do that creates a dynamic that allows you to leave this nightclub of entertainment, education, intrigue, and information. Education, information, entertainment, and intrigue. Remember, EI. Uh-oh. There's a certain thing that I give you. It starts with a V. It's called vibing. Thank y'all for showing up. Thank y'all for showing up. I appreciate you guys being here, and I appreciate you guys speaking up great things about our show. And I even appreciate the ones that talk negatively. But even though I appreciate the ones that talk negatively, if you say something negative about my crew, this station, the team, Truth and Balance, you know what I say to your ass?
Fuck out of here with that bullshit.
Right. So, peace, love, and light to you all. I wish you nothing but the best of vibes. Get the hell on out of my house now.
Up on jump, it's the weekend. Dream come true with the big friends. Hitting on doors, that's a defense. Rolling with all, that's an offense. It me change, you let me peachin'. With our bull shaking to my maybe drop bands. So they don't buy, and I say, so they don't buy, you the kid play, baby, tell me what you want. Julian, I know you need fun. Ever since remember we been knocking at the door. Y'all been moving paper, we be running up the school. Y'all before that pillar, we was sleeping on the floor. West side Africa, you know the shit ain't hard. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Pop it, baby. Come roll with me. All night long. My time's relax, my mind's relaxed. I got now from who got next. Here's my number, just send a text. You got a man and she responds, nah. Okay, shown up. I'ma let you go, don't wanna hold you up. I'ma call your phone when I put it up. Whoever let you go must be dumb as fuck. Wait for, wait for. Girl, you so fine, I'll pay for. Fly you first class to the lake for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Body so blessed, I pray for. Because I don't care what you say. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, vibing, driving all night long.
Why did I kill it? Night long, night long, night long. This the part when you get your girl, nigga. Make sure she focused, nigga. Make sure you focus, nigga. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, hit it.
I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say. We don't care. Vibing, vibing, driving all night long. I don't care what they say.
That's a hit for your ass, nigga. Hit for your ass, nigga. Profit the one. Follow me on all.
It's a hit for your ass, Ninja. We vibing all night long. Peace, love, and light. Get the hell on out my crib.